realize my hair is such a blanket.
It is very cold, unfortunately.
Can't quite see my breath yet.
Well, that's probably a plus.
So it's not as cold as last time.
It's not as cold as... Okay, well, that's probably a plus, too. I guess it's been a little warmer recently here in town.
Yeah. It's still freezing, and I'm still complaining. Shh, don't tell.
Okay, we won't tell her you're complaining. Now, the good thing is, it's a bad idea to eat on stream, so...
Oh, are we live?
Oh, yeah, shit, we are.
Well, hello! I guess we're here.
Hello, and welcome to the Sunday Odin Makes live stream. How's it going, everyone? My name's Odin.
Hi, I'm Felicia.
And we have a couple of extra special guest stars here with us today.
Yeah, we have... I was going to introduce Toby first.
That's fine.
Dan's here. Come say hi, Dan.
Hello, everyone.
Sorry, Toby. And then we have Toby.
Yep.
And Toby.
And Bruno.
And Bruno. So they may all pop up and talk from time to time, which is totally cool. So today, I guess we get to, when we get going and get working on the project, we get to work on the handles some more, which is going to be a lot of heating and smooshing.
Do you still want to use yellow?
I'd really rather use black. I'll be
All right,
totally
do you want to
honest.
go dig out a piece that's the right color?
I'd be happy to dig out a piece.
Start?
Yeah, I'd be happy to dig out a piece that's the right color.
Actually,
Okay.
I'll stop you two right there.
Uh-oh.
I pay attention to what happens on stream.
I'm glad somebody watches.
So, I got some black 2mm
Oh, wow.
that you can use. That's fine.
Thank you.
Yeah. Because I figured it's the grip. You're going to be holding it. I don't know if Chris painted it, but he did use black.
Yeah, he used black,
So-
and I think he painted it too. And
Oh, okay.
we're going to cover it with Creature Cast, I would assume, but still, it would be nice to...
Have it all consistently be taken
Yeah.
over
Right.
the same way.
Which suddenly gives me this thought. As soon as I say, we're going to cover it with Creature Cast, do we need to not glue these on so we can cover them with a softer Creature Cast as opposed to the rest of the wands, which should be covered with a harder Creature Cast?
I don't mind,
Okay.
honestly.
More stuff that isn't glued on yet!
Well, we're getting closer and closer to bells and whistles.
And also to help you put this on there, because he used a piece of PVC pipe to lift it up so it has some height to pull it down. I made this.
Perfect!
So
Wow!
You can place a handle on top of there,
Okay.
so that there's enough room to pull
To pull
the
and
2mm
smoosh
down.
and...
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think that would work well if like one person heated it while the other pulled down on it.
Okay.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
since it's
It's Christmas!
well
you,
that
Dan.
and also
I mean, it's not Christmas, but
It's-
Dan's here with gifts, so...
it's improved a little bit in here since the last time I was here. I don't know.
We made a couple of
yeah.
trips to storage. We made a couple of things have gone to the trash, but yeah, it's slow
There's
going.
a path.
There's a path.
Yeah.
There's a lot
Through.
more boxes. So all those boxes are empty with the intent of repacking some stuff, and all those boxes are empty with the intent of repacking stuff. So that takes up a lot of bulk. But
Yeah.
anyway.
Anyway, so in addition to that,
Oh,
I got your top knob piece.
you do have a top knob piece.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
That
amazing.
is the Harbor Freight one. I used to buy a bunch of those just for the LEDs.
Oh yeah, me too.
Yeah. So I had a bunch of just the bodies left. I thought I threw them all away, but I found that one in my desk drawer. I'm like, oh, I can
Oh.
give that to Odin.
Thank you.
Right?
Yeah.
Because it is pretty buried.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
over there with the black foam.
Somewhere. Where? Yeah, black foam. Where?
Yeah, it's right over there.
In the box that's not lights.
Yeah, in the box that's not lights. Yes, it's in
It's-
the box that's not labeled flashlights.
Yes.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yes, because the box that's labeled flashlights has the old Loki mute project sitting in it. Right.
Yeah. And one more thing.
Oh.
I'm not sure where yours ended up, so I got some super glue.
I actually found that yesterday,
Oh, you
so it's
did?
in that bag. So,
Thing
yeah.
is, this is thick super glue,
Okay.
and it's cold in here, so how
Oh,
much
it's extra
thicker?
thick?
Yeah.
It's thick with 2 C's.
Thick. So yeah, there you go. Trying to help Odin out.
Thank you, Dan.
Help both of them out, make this project go easier
It's
for
like
them.
you watched the stream.
I know, huh?
Just like you care. Thank you. No, thank you very much.
Yes.
Yeah.
Honestly, thank you. Thank you a lot. Thank you both.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
I
am
feel like
hogging
that was the Barney bag. That's okay. There's two.
Okay.
There's multiples of them. And then Toby and Bruno are right.
Right here.
Yeah, right here.
Just remember
Right here.
what's your box to stand on.
Yeah, which box do you stand on and which is Toby you don't stand on?
Yeah.
Right. Toby. He's like, I'm in the right spot in the center of it all. Mm-hmm. I'm not standing on Toby, I promise. Hi, the Bruno.
Ad Vixen, IT's behind the scenes. Wait, wrong channel. Strictly Games is here. Sweet. Hello, Strict.
Welcome.
Ad Vixen, other guests. Here's Gator and Spicy Things. Dan, here's Material.
So, you have the stuff for step 12, the top knob. This thing.
I got that. We'll need to go dig out one more, but we have that.
Yes. And hand grips, which is step 14. And step 13 is install the barrel. We're not fully installing it yet. We're getting there.
We're getting there.
Getting there.
Actually, rewatched the videos last night going, okay.
We bounced around a lot, right?
We bounced around a lot, and there's other concerns I have with, we're going to need to cut a big old hole in that barrel so we can get electronics into it if we want to. And we're going to need to...
Well, that's part of the thing that's like, well, let's wait off on that part because I don't want to get trapped and have to cut holes. So, but yeah, we're still going to have to cut holes.
Yeah, we're still going to have holes. One of the things I'm looking forward to is up there on top of that space, I've got a big box full of dead electronic stuff. And between that and some of the molds I've already made, we should be able to cast all the knobs and things that we want. And if we need to, we can cast something new.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I've seen you do the knobs before.
So,
Yes.
yes.
What was it? Loud mute. What was all the little... You know what I'm talking about, though, right? Sorry, y'all don't.
It was a...
Switchboard or electronics?
IDK How.
I don't know how you found me.
Yeah.
IDK how.
So it's a band out of Utah, and they have it's a fun 80s type of vibe to the band, and the music videos are usually shot in what they feel is a very 80s style. So there's a control board that I made to control the robots that she made that had funky noise controls on them, which included, it was like, I think it was a bunch of instrument names, and one of them was, what was it, funky noise or silly noise, or it was an inside joke for the band itself, apparently, because the fans loved that it was on there.
Right, and now that's what I think of, because I'm like, I need knobs. Odin. Yes, to control all the robots.
The best part is if we talk about knobs and how you need, if you're thinking about knobs and you think about Odin, all of our British friends are just going to enjoy the innuendos.
Oh yeah, I forget about that. You know, Bruno, you're a joke, right? People think you're funny.
Yay, let's bring back the circle cutters. Miss them red blue buggers. Okay.
The circle cutters, yes,
Yeah.
all the foam.
The squeaky and all the circle cutters and
Those nifty toys that make things like so professional looking. Yes.
I really do appreciate the extra stuff to help us get. Yeah.
The right tool for the job makes the job easy. The wrong tool for the job makes it a little harder.
Just a little bit.
Just a little. No tools for the job make it even harder.
Yeah.
Of course.
I don't really want to be doing that.
Right. Let me just gnaw at this foam until it's the right shape. At least need a knife. Imagine using a butter knife, Bruno. No?
I forgot to paste our...
Onto the thing so people can watch your stream?
Yeah, onto for everyone to be able to see, and not just those who are on Discord. And not everyone, but post to the rest of my fabulous members on Patreon. I'm going to be posting this live stream that's been happening for a little bit to Patreon now, so those who aren't on the Discord should get a notification and can hopefully catch up.
Yes. But it's okay. We're only live, right?
Yeah.
You're heavy, Bruno.
How much does he weigh?
Him? I have no idea. I'm gonna guess more than a cat. And I don't know how much.
It has to be more than 10.
Yeah, I was gonna say about 15 to 18 is my guess. But that seems a bit much.
And publish.
We're live.
And we're live.
We're live again.
Now we're live again.
Okay.
We're live some more.
More life.
Is the more some life, please?
We're here.
We got 10 viewers. That's actually really good for
Being just.
for being Patreon and stuff. Greetings and salutations from Ace. How is everyone?
Welcome, Ace.
Welcome, Ace. I'm doing pretty good. I'm getting up to speed again.
I'm here.
Yes, all my friends are here. I just didn't have my act together. Again.
That's okay. Dan brought us nifty tools.
And some treats.
And treats.
Yeah. Got some more of the good stuff.
Babinka.
Babinka.
Look at that. Delicious.
Sorry, I'm powering through the last of my granola.
But we're doing the hand grips today, so that would be the step 14-ish.
Yep, which is literally just heat it up and smoosh it. And in the video, he made extra... I think he's figuring out how to get on the table again.
Right?
Bruno's right down in the front here, peeking.
Getting a little taller each time.
He gave up. I rearranged, so his stepladder may not be there. We had walked out of the building to go grab lunch the other day and left Bruno in the building because he just took a nap. So we came back and he was up on the table.
Yeah, like, where y'all been? I've been doing this show for like 20 minutes without y'all.
We'll probably get better numbers. Yeah, swooshing.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah.
Right? It's like he knows what he's doing. And then,
Well, it's 3 pieces of floor mat foam, so
right?
just happen to be the size.
Now imagine we cut this just into quarters, we'll be okay. Yeah.
Sorry. The heat gun.
There's a couple of them.
Heat gun. One. That's a screwdriver. That's a screwdriver.
Oh,
That's a screwdriver.
I got it.
There you go. That's a screwdriver.
This has 3.
That's,
And the one underneath the noisy blower over there should be good too.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just got, well, it's got 2. It'll last a moment.
yes.
Okay. I need a knife of some sort so I can cut these.
Good luck finding all the things.
Thank you. Oh, I've got that fancy, funky finger cutter thingy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I got scissors.
You got those fancy, funky finger cutter thingies.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember those.
Dan brought foam. I cut it.
Yeah.
I like it and I don't like it. I'm not quite
I
on screen
understand the
now.
not liking it.
You understand the not liking it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little... I mean, that's a little far away,
I'm
isn't
sure
it?
it's something you have
Okay,
to
let's
get
just
used
switch to
yeah.
all the cameras. There we are. Hey, look, I have a multi-camera stream. Isn't that exciting? So yeah, that's just what I'm playing with. It's weird. It works, and yeah, like Dan says, I like it and I don't like it. I could see having less fatigue and stress over...
High five.
Yeah, high five over holding this, but yeah, it's weird, probably because I'm just not used to it. But at least it's got a thing, so now we can sort of safely high five. All right, I got a couple bites of this mess up.
Bruno, you can't come up here because it's toxic gases.
We'll just pretend they're lighter than air so they all go up and don't bother the dog.
Well, that's what I assume that thing's for.
Bruno's fine. He's just staring at me. I'm the distraction.
Right? Are you seeing where it goes on the camera?
That's actually not going to be too bad.
Is that camera 2?
That's camera 2. We'll get there when we need it. But yeah, I am testing out camera 2 and making sure that it's going to do what we want to do. Well, it seems like it's not too bad.
You see the birds on my pants.
See the bird? Yes, see the birds in your pants. Birds looking at me.
Marvel Guy says, how you doing, Odin and Felicia?
Hello, Marvel Guy.
Oh, welcome to the stream.
Marvel Guy was kicking our butt yesterday or the other day on Among Us. He got to come on as the imposter, as the hide and seek imposter. All you gotta do is run around the ship and kill everyone, which you kind of what you do anyway. But this is more direct, like John Carpenter's The Thing version. And yeah, he kicked our butts like twice. It's pretty cool.
Sounds fun.
It was.
I feel like I don't have to worry about the heat on this. I can really just let it get hot.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
One of the nice things about the Ryobi battery-operated heat guns, aside from not having a cord to strip you up all over the table, is that they are actually slightly lower temperature than the high-power ones you get in a hardware store. So for foam crafting, it's great because it won't burn the foam. I've actually kind of tried, and without really force it, I haven't burnt the foam like I have with the plug-in ones, where you just hold it, and it goes up, I need a new piece.
Right.
Yeah.
But these ones are definitely hotter than a hairdryer, because a hairdryer does not do as well as these do, for sure.
No, these still get to like 900 degrees, I think. So they still get up there, but they're not as hot as the plug-in variety, and they're way hotter than a hairdryer. Steve D is asking, how's the shop change progress going? Slow. I spent a couple of days at the Salton Sea again this last week, so not much has happened. A little bit has, a couple loads have left, a little bit of rearranging, but it's one of those 2 steps forward, 1 step back type of projects. Because,
it's worse before it's better.
Yeah. Right now it's so impacted, I have to unload so I can get to stuff to take out, if that makes any sense. Well, there's a big rental coming in for the Sacramento Media Center tomorrow, so I can't have anything outside of the shop. Everything has to be in here. So, yeah, that makes it really hard to unload things because I can't make space to unload things. I know it sounds weird, but there's a bottleneck over there where the door is.
You wanna smoosh it, and you smoosh it, and you smoosh it.
Yeah, and you smoosh it.
Yay, it's working.
It is totally working.
I can move this out of the way!
So, underneath the foam here, we've got one of those things that we cut up, but now it's got a piece of 2mm
Fondant.
That's exactly what this is. Put on over it, and trying to smoosh it down.
Without burning each other. But that's why I'm trying to keep my fingers there, so if it's burning me, I know it's burning you.
Fair enough. So there's this really awesome tested video that I watched that Adam Savage went to go see one of those... yeah, that's getting really hot because my fingers are staying there. This really awesome video where they went to a facility that builds the big animatronic dinosaurs.
Oh.
And in order to make the dinosaur skin, the actual shell that goes around the dinosaur, because they want to keep them as light as possible, they're literally like vacuum forming, pressure forming zote fabric, the zote foam. So this is EVA foam. Zote foam is like the Plastizote foam, where it's a little stiffer, and if you apply some heat to it, it'll hold the texture and hold its shape, kind of like pieces of a car, like the shell of a car. The inside pieces. Totally different material, so that's not what your car is made out of at all. But that's what it looks like. So they make these big foam face pieces, right? And it's huge machines, but it's done in an instant once you're actually doing it.
Foam is a fascinating material. I was watching, I forgot what it was, something on YouTube, where they were showing that they were recycling flip-flops into sculptures.
Oh,
so
interesting.
they'd wash them and then glue them together into blocks and then carve the blocks into like statues and all sorts of stuff.
Interesting.
And for the bigger pieces, they'd cover basically insulation. So they'd carve it out of the foam and then cover it in the facade of flip-flops. Sorry.
It's cold.
But yeah. But you could see all like the foam techniques, the sanding coming in, the heat guns, and it's like,
Okay.
yep.
Yep. It's not the same foam, but close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Actually, the cheap ones probably are the same foam, but.
And they take the leftovers and they turn them into mats for people to sleep on.
Oh, interesting.
So they take all the discarded chunks and then they go mash them all together and to make.
I'm actually
mats.
quite interested in knowing what that process is.
Right? Because
Yeah.
you have lots of foam chunks. It's like
Right. I mean, imagine it's you can have a large container, you throw the chunks in with whatever the glue is, and you probably apply pressure to it to get rid of the voids, and then cut the remaining block on a bandsaw. But still, what's the glue? And I could be
pressure.
wrong. Yeah, heat, pressure, tears of yeah,
some dreams.
tears and dreams.
So more or less just the edges now.
He didn't go down the backside. He
Oh, okay,
actually
so
cut
we
them
cut-
flush,
Yeah.
and then ground them smooth.
So could we glue it from here?
I think we can glue it from there.
Yeah, he glued portion by portion, still pulling down on it.
Yeah,
Okay.
He did use hot glue.
he did use hot glue instead of contact cement.
Yeah.
Do you want to try hot glue?
No.
Okay.
Because hot glue's bumpy, and I will make it like lumpy inside, and contact cement.
I mean, I understand why he used just a glue that will set as you put it on, because
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the procedure for doing it.
He used hot glue throughout the whole project, which makes sense, but also I didn't.
Yeah. Well, he's also one of the fun things with Lost Wax Oz is he is a dad with multiple children, and so he is concerned about fumes and safety, especially with those older videos. When he was building in the dining room.
First.
So now that he's got himself a garage, because I think they moved, he's just keeping that because that's what he's used to doing. That's kind of what his channel does. And I think that's awesome.
Well, don't you have to put it on
This
the
side.
side?
I
too?
do.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to I picked up which side's which.
And it does make a difference because they are very organically made.
They were organically made, and one side's got a bigger bump than the other.
feels like mobile suit hand grips. Pilots.
Yeah, or handlebars.
Yeah.
Actually, I think on some mobile suits they're like this, and they actually have buttons right here.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what they control, but
Or anything.
All of the things, the bells and whistles.
So the idea of controlling this bipedal, humanoid robot with a couple of slider controls and some buttons is just. You get foot pedals in there, right? You're going to
They do
have
have
knee
pedals,
knockers
yeah.
in there, right?
yeah, pedals.
There's a lot more going on than it seems like.
There's one scene that I saw that directly correlates what the pilot was doing and what the Gundam was doing. It was an episode of Gundam Wing. If you guys remember that series when Hito's arm got injured and he was trying to move his Gundam's
Ready?
arm,
I think so, yeah.
and he was actually pulling on the stick, and then you see the Gundam's arm moving.
Are you ready?
So
So he's pulling on this. So the stick was directly relating to the
yeah, you
the
don't
arm
see
movement.
that too often in any of the series, like a direct correlation with the controls and that kind of thing.
So it's a variation on pressure forming. It's just the pressure's coming from us squeezing it instead of. There's only 3 more to do. It's not too bad.
It's okay, we have 3 hours. Ish.
Ish. Progress! Actually, it wasn't so bad.
Yeah.
So the question is, do we have to do it in sections, or is
Yeah.
it better?
It's going to be, I agree with what Dan's saying and with what Chris said, to do each knuckle recession in turn.
Because if you just put contact cement on everything, it'll
We're
prematurely
going to be
stick and
hosed.
you'll-
Yeah. Because it'll catch where we don't want it to catch, and then we're.
So, that good for knuckle?
That's good for knuckle.
And then just kind of do it long ways.
Yeah, do it long ways so it goes all the way down. Yeah, yep. And should get the sides a little bit too.
I didn't even see that from that angle.
And this side you didn't see this at all. Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. There you go.
I'm glad I made that wood block.
Yeah, me too.
Definitely making today go by way faster than it probably would have.
Yeah.
I haven't. That's the wrong size, but it's a start. So you actually cut that down to size? Or did
I
you
had a
have it?
scrap piece. I just made it nice and flat and even.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'm looking. I found. I think this is the only one I had left. I did have this. Not really silver, but it would be close where you probably wouldn't have to paint it.
Right. I was wondering what I had, but you know,
Yeah.
I have to go find it. And then I know we're not really ready to do that today because I don't have the pipe cut.
Yeah.
Which I was watching that again. There's another 6 pipes or so we got to cut for this project.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah. It feels like we made so much progress, but yet there's still so much to do.
Yes, very much so. Watching his videos, I was becoming intimidated.
Right.
Again, it's like, oh, we got that to do? All right.
My computer is dead.
Your computer is dead. I'm sorry, computer. Just in case glue got down in there. So when we're gluing this on, I'm really starting in the top of the valley. It seems probably better to do this in the next one. But I'll start applying pressure here to try and get this to mash down, and then kind of squeeze it down this way. This the way I'm trying to treat how I'm thinking about how I'm doing these valleys, because this will just happen, right?
Yeah.
I mean, this can wrinkle and be a problem, so I got to watch for that. But this shape will just happen, so I'm just trying to get this to squeeze down. And that was my thought on how I'm doing this particular fondant foam thing.
It's modeling chocolate.
It's modeling chocolate. I'm trying to imitate you, and I have no idea what you're quoting.
It is the Ace of Cakes, or the guy from
Oh, okay.
Cake Boss, and he always says modeling chocolate, like his mouth is full of modeling chocolate. And I
Okay.
love it. He's fondant and modeling chocolate. Do this, Knuckle. Hi, Bruno. Are we not paying enough attention to you? I'm sorry.
Probably not.
Too many toxic fumes for a little
There's a
dog.
third person here doing nothing.
Not
Who could be
saying
petting
much.
me?
Okay. Is that covered
All right.
missing spots? Oh wait, right there. Missed a spot.
I got you, Bruno.
All right. Any other spots?
I'm glad
be
Miko
pretty
doesn't
darn
watch
good.
the stream, or she'd be jealous. But she will smell Bruno all over me.
Yes, she will.
Yep. She'll be like, "What were you doing? Where were you at?"
Steve D, more pipe to cut. Does that mean power tool cameras? Yeah, basically. We could try and get some power tool camera set up where I can just try and actually shoot it and play it back, which may not be as much fun. Because I don't have I could set a camera up. I don't have a camera set up currently for the bandsaw that's over there.
The bandsaw is too buried to use at the moment as it is.
The one for foam is too buried, but the one that's I can use on a PVC pipe and wood I can get to with minimal effort. Leah's reminding us of the having to cut one of the pipes in with a curve on it, like a. At least I'm pretty sure this is what that means.
Is that dead?
Chris jokes about
Yeah, it's down to one.
having to draw a curve on the side of a pipe like a rainbow, and then you got to cut it out and sand it down to make it all perfect, like a rainbow.
Oh, okay.
That's actually part of his narrative on the video. At least that's what I think she's talking about with the rainbow emoji. Hello, Schultz. Glad you could make it. Thank you for showing up for the game on Friday as well. And then Marvel Guy was asking about something I talked about in one of my videos a long time ago. It wasn't a long time ago, but it was about a year ago. Marvel Guy is asking about my Captain Carter shield video, where I mentioned something about making a day glow robot. Well, that's kind of a weird thing. Dayglow is the name of a performer and the name of a band, of his own band. And the robot was for a music video that I had made for him, or I didn't make the video for him. I made the robot for his music video. So that was in reference to something else I was doing. And I think I showed it in the final cut. It was the weird like dancing monitor thing. The point being that I used a yoga ball to make a mold in order to make a hemisphere out of fiberglass to put over the bottom of this robot. And that same yoga ball is what I used to make my shields with, using Lost Wax Oz's technique. So that was the connection, and it isn't something that's readily known. So not a big deal. You missed it.
Fun random side quests.
Yep, fun random side quests. Some of them pay.
Right?
Some of them pay well. Most don't.
Right.
I think we can probably start with this one. I think we can make that work.
This one's just about finished.
Okay.
So you reformed that one?
Yeah. It's
Oh,
just
while
the
I was
last little
talking,
bit.
not paying attention.
I smooshed it and then smooshed
Smooshed
it
it.
and smooshed it.
Smooshing and smooshing.
It kind of smells like a shoe store now.
Yeah, kind of. Similar materials.
Right?
Schultz Division says, last game was fun, all the hiding. So, a couple of the players are here now. So, Schultz Division, Strictly, myself, Marvel Guy, all of us were playing on Friday. We still do play Among Us on Fridays. Maybe need to look at doing a different time because the group of people that play are a bit smaller than what we had. Also, of course, we don't have Joe. Apparently, he was the glue that really held that game together.
You
Things
said
are
glue
going-
that held it together and I ruined it.
We're having good luck right next to me here with my co-host putting gluing together. Anyway, it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
It got stuck.
Oh, it got
then
stuck
didn't
and it
get
tore.
Yeah.
Yeah, just trying to do it.
Yeah.
right.
It was just, yeah. Oops. On the last
So.
little bit.
Option 1. What are we talking about? Hey kids, what are we talking about?
Well, we heated up the foam and instead of going smoothly, it wrinkled
It tore. Yeah.
and wrinkled.
The last piece we finally did. How well you see this black on black. My monitor is really bright so I can see it, but it wrinkled and then tore
Because it was too weak.
because it was too weak because it's being stretched thin and being stressed and
The last little bit.
so what's going to happen? We have two choices. We can either can this, just toss it in the bin and go, well, we're starting over, or we can sand this down a little bit because we're going to cover it with Creature Cast, and then fill this in with putty, or not, and paint it like it's a torn grip to begin with, and make it extra weathering.
Okay. Well,
I
let's
mean-
put it to the side for now because it's smooshed as much as it's going to
Yep, it's smooshed as much as it's going to smoosh.
And we'll see how much patience we have after all of them are done.
Yeah, that's a good call.
You know what's good for filler is foam clay as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not just EVA foam clay, or
EVA foam clay.
okay.
Yeah.
I probably didn't. That's what I was thinking. I probably didn't verbalize it. But I was
Yeah.
thinking EVA foam clay.
Because I've had to use that for that purpose as well, and it works great.
Okay. Yeah, totally can do that.
Right. Yeah.
So salvageable.
I'm not going to look at you for a minute.
Good plan. Yeah, it's fine.
Oops.
Well, that was the first one, but the rest should.
The rest will go much better.
Yeah. Be better.
Make your mistakes on the first one so you know what to not do on the next one.
Yep.
Yes. Schultz Division says, hello, Dan.
Hello, Schultz. I should have brought my glasses so I can read from you this phone. They're in my other car.
Dan, do we all need to shuffle positions? Do you and I need to trade sides so you can be over here with this and
Oh, that's fine. If you want.
because you can. Pretty sure you can moderate as me.
Probably
Advixen
not,
says,
but-
yeah, so Egan totally reused old pieces for the packs. Yeah, rustic details for sure.
Yep, for sure.
I like the way you think. Thanks. It's called distressing.
It is very distressing. It's
It is very distressing, isn't it?
Sorry for running late. I seriously needed to get some lunch. Well, welcome.
That is okay.
Yeah, that's
There you
fine.
go.
I started the stream eating myself.
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't eating me, but I was eating when the start of the stream.
All right. So some of the.
Hey, I'm on a different side now. This is weird. Okay.
I know you have to reorient again.
No, you're in another
orient
country.
to
No.
where you were. Sorry, just heating up that spot again because it came unbumped.
Yeah, it's okay.
Is that good?
Yeah.
Actually, this doesn't seem as bad now that I'm.
Actually,
Yeah. But in terms of control.
it's
Yeah,
because
could
when
be
you
some.
look for it, you kind of go to the side and your hand does the tilt,
Yeah.
and it all affects it. So what
It'll
you think
still
is a
take-
good straight line as you start to.
Right.
Wander off.
Yeah, I was putting my
Wander
finger
off
way out
to-
on the tip, so I was like kind of pointing where I wanted the cut to go.
Okay.
Yeah. I think it's designed with scrapbooking in mind because I could see being very easy for a lot of cuts on paper craft and things. Maybe not so much, the cosplay foam, but
Yeah, it makes sense for paper.
it's an interesting tool. I'm not upset to have it, but it does live in the box a lot. It doesn't come out a whole lot.
Because it's not what you're used to grabbing,
It's not what I'm used to grabbing.
and you're not doing lots of paper craft.
Nope.
Yeah, another thing reminding you that it's almost lifetime. I think it is.
Oh, it's
lifetime.
well past
new.
lifetime.
Yeah,
I
it's
forgot. Yeah. Go ahead and where. Do you know where it's at? Do you use YouTube Live directly, or is it all done through OBS?
I'm on OBS.
Okay. Well.
I'll do this. I gotcha.
Alrighty.
I can push some buttons.
Trade.
And the
Oh,
stream
look
on
at
accident.
that's my hair right there. That is.
Oh, no, that shouldn't be mine anymore. Not too long ago, that could have been my hair. So I
Yeah.
go to edit, it pops
Sorry.
up, and we scroll down to unlisted, it becomes public, and we go done. And we scroll down to playlists, add this to live streams, and Ghostbusters Proton Pack, and go done, and save. And now it says public with 10 viewers, and we'll bring our other chats back to the front.
So we're live.
We are now live, and there are now 16 viewers. So,
Welcome.
yes.
Welcome in the world. Not that we didn't before, but
Right. Well, hello to everyone who's just now jumping in and joining in. It's now noon our time here in California. Welcome to the Sunday Odin Makes live stream. And hello, my name is Odin.
Hi, I'm Felicia.
and I'm Dan.
And the three of us are working on Ghostbusters Proton Packs. For those of you who don't know who Dan is, because he's kind of a newer face, this is Dan Does Junk. He also has a YouTube channel and also has built himself a full Gundam suit. It's the Death Scythe Gundam, but it's pretty freaking cool. And I gotta be honest, Joe and I both really like the way he did his eyes as opposed to how we did Joe's eyes. Yeah, definitely happy and ooh, that's
Yeah, it's a big glop.
that's a big warm glop. Definitely happy to have Dan's help and have him here in the shop, being a moderator in place. And what's nice is that we've known Dan for a while and he's been on Discord, so he's able to recognize a lot of names in the chat. Because there's been times we've had a couple of other people pop in and try to help us be an in-house moderator, but they hadn't really been part of the stream before, so that didn't work out 100%.
I'm trying.
Yeah.
And you mentioned my eyes. I do actually want to redo them, but maintain the same concept.
Okay.
Because the way I did my eyes, they're 3D printed lenses, and they have detail in them. Those are actually the holes that I look through. So I want to use the same concept, but try to make them light up this time.
Okay.
So-
Now, it's also on top of a grid so you can breathe kind of through it? It's like you have more vision around the eyes, or are they?
It's just the actual eyes.
Oh, okay.
The detail in the eyes, those are holes,
Okay.
and that's how I see through. So, here's a template that I made. So it looks exactly like that.
Right.
So those are the holes that I look through.
Okay.
So you got little slits.
Yeah.
If you like, you can hit cut on the Black Magic thing, and then
Oops.
right over here is yep. It's kind of weird. You want to go?
This one.
Yeah, there you are.
So this is how, well, this is a cardboard template, but this is how my Gundam eyes look like. As you can see, the detail is actually cut out, and that's what I actually look through when I'm wearing it. And the vision's pretty good because this is close enough to my eyes where it's all blurry and I can see right through it just fine. It's like, looking through a pinhole.
I was thinking
Yeah.
those
Yeah.
Inuit sunglasses.
Exactly what I was thinking. The Inuit sunglasses, where it's
Yeah.
just a slit in a piece of wood, but it's still
Keeps the sun out.
Yeah. So my idea to make those light up would have I'd have to cut this out of some acrylic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and that's some pretty fine detail in there.
I've got some 1/8 inch thick
Oh, I do have some.
of that day glow green acrylic.
Okay.
So I wonder if you were to spray paint the backside black to begin with.
Yeah.
And then cut it out of that day glow stuff, so the black is to your eyes, and you can put UV LEDs in front to make the eyes glow.
Yeah, that's a similar idea.
Okay.
To what I have in mind, where the backside will be black, so I won't
Right.
see anything. But it took some doing, but here's one.
Oh, yeah, you did have a similar idea. Sorry, Dan.
So I did cut.
It's kind of weird to find it. Sorry.
I did cut one of these out of some green acrylic, as you can see.
Yeah.
I had to use some really fine routing bits for my.
Can you
rotary
laser
tool.
cut it?
I don't know. You might be able to laser cut that.
Yeah,
maybe.
If
But the
you make it black already, because
Yeah.
it has the film on it, just like spray paint it black.
Okay,
okay.
that makes
Yeah.
sense. Because I'm like, it's clear. Can you burn clear things? Because I know we were
Yeah.
having difficult with light things.
I was, yeah.
It's
So-
not perfect, but
I'm sorry to. Oh, hey, you can do this. Oh, yeah, I did that. Odin, shut up. One of the fun things with that particular type of acrylic that you could kind of see here, it all the light that hits it from the side is refracted internally and comes out the cut edges. So if you have frosted or rough edges, it makes those light up. For the longest time, the battery company called Energizer used a orange or pink version on top of their displays in stores. It became part of their branding. But it's the same thing. It's a way of making something light up without putting any electronics in it because it's just a property of the plastic.
It's like when you put your water bottle on top of your flashlight to make a lantern
Exactly.
when you're camping.
I've seen a video of that, of something similar to that. They, I don't know, it was like some third world country or something, but they cut a hole in the ceiling, they put a bottle up in it, they filled it with water, so now they have indoor light.
Yeah.
When the sun's out.
I remember seeing that
refracts the
video.
light.
Yeah, it was
I
like a
never saw that
2
one.
liter bottle, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
something like that, yeah.
And it worked really well. It lit up the whole room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I go camping, I typically just put my flashlight up and then put a water bottle on it, and then it makes it a lantern so we could play cards at the table. Yes, the real Malky science.
Science! Science!
But I was thinking of the possibility of laser cutting it,
Okay.
but I just decided to do it by hand.
It's what you
No,
have and what
yeah.
you know, right?
Do you have a laser cutter?
I do not.
Oh, okay. That's in storage. You might go home with another one next time you visit.
Really?
Yeah, I've got one that I was supposed to do a review for that I never got out of the box. It's just a 5-watt laser, so it's not as strong as the one that I've got. But it's the Otro, I think is how you pronounce it. Is actually the one that Ben Eady has.
Okay.
And yeah, it's just sitting in the box. It's like, I should let Dan go play with toys.
Another review.
Have
Yeah.
not used my laser cutter since you've given it to me because I've just been too intimidated.
I can appreciate that. That's
But it would have solved 3 of my problems that I've dealt with otherwise. Oh yeah, I should use this to. Nope, and I
No.
did it some other way.
I'm used to this, and I know I'll have success, so I'll just do it. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, I have to
100%.
get smart, as you know, I'm not really, but with my 3D printer, and when I started getting into crafting more, small intricate parts that would be kind of hard to make out of foam and sculpt out of foam.
Yeah.
I could just draw it up quick and 3D print it, and
Yep.
then go back in the shed and work on the other parts while that's printing. So
Right.
I did that with the Death Sight. It has maybe at least 15 3D
Yeah.
printed parts, and they're fairly small, but yeah.
I don't know if you can hear it at home, but the tone is dropping because the battery is running out.
Yep, it's losing power.
Toxic Toad says, cutest dog in the universe.
Well, Bruno in his pajamas.
Yeah.
Cute is what keeps Bruno alive.
Yeah.
If he wasn't cute,
He has a terrible personality. I love him,
we love him.
but he isn't.
Oops.
He's definitely Bruno Safa.
Yeah,
He will do what he does.
Bruno Safa, huh?
Bruno Safa. He
Like-
just
like
is
you,
what he is.
Safa?
Adam Washington, hello everyone, and God bless you all today.
Hello,
and
Adam
welcome.
Washington.
Oh, Adam Washington. It's like, is he in Washington? Because
Adam in Washington.
Adam in
we
Washington.
have Javier Godroy from Argentina with love.
Argentina.
Argentina.
With love.
Well, welcome.
Hello, Javier.
And Adventures of Alex the Stoner. Hey, Odin, how you doing?
Hello, Alex. I'm doing pretty good. I'm making handles and grips for Neutrona wands.
Yes.
We are now got 2 of them done, sort of. We got 2 of them skinned anyway.
Yanela says Bruno is a pain, but love him so much.
Yep.
Yeah, he got out yesterday, and we were walking around the block trying to find him. Like just stressed out. Like, Bruno, come on, come home. He's sitting on the front porch waiting for us.
Yep. It's like, hey guys, we all went for a walk. Isn't that great?
Yeah, I did it myself.
Yep.
Awesome Lip says, hi Odin and Felicia, and I think Bando's drunk. Yes, you're right.
You're right.
Just watching on my phone. Well, welcome.
Sorry, Bruno. I just kicked Bruno in the butt.
It's okay. He's a little patty today.
That's true.
Toby is right exactly where you would need to be to take
A step back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a little...
It's crafting with obstacles.
Yeah.
I have a 1.5 square by a 1.5 square I can put my feet in. And I'm surrounded by a co-host and 2 dogs and a table.
I'm on a little shelf because the dog takes up the rest of the space.
And my pants are on fire because I'm standing right next to the heater.
Liar, liar. Ah, you kicked it.
No. You lifted it off the ground. It's going to yell at you.
Move it a bit so it can hit you guys too.
So Ethan Gaming USA wants to know if you can make the Sword of Daylight from Troll Hunters.
Oh, can I make this sort of daylight from Troll Hunters? I probably could.
Will you? Eventually, maybe.
Maybe
not.
eventually.
It might make the list.
I'm not opposed to it making the list. I think the big thing is that I really need to work on is getting my shop in order so I can actually have a space I feel like I can be creative in again. Right
Yep.
now, I've got a space I just feel resentful in. And that doesn't help being with creativity at all.
Nope, does not make you want to make any of the things.
No, I walk in here sometimes, literally just cry, give up, and leave. Yeah,
Yeah, it's a bit much, isn't it?
it is.
I didn't want to start gluing until we smooshed, but I was...
That's good. I was like, I'm not sure why you've got the...
Because I'm ready, but I know we're not there yet. I'm like, okay, we're going to add boogers soon.
We're going to have boogers soon.
We'll add the boogers soon.
So it may look like when I'm sitting here brushing the boogers on, that I'm adding just an awful lot of snot to the project as I keep painting over and over and over. I'm just trying to smooth all the boogers out so we have a nice even coat of thin booger because then it dries faster and sticks well.
Yeah, because you don't want little pockets of boogers.
No, you get one big honkin' loogie right in the middle of it. It'll take forever to dry and sometimes it just won't stick.
Yeah, and then you pick the film off and then it's all gooey underneath and then it's like,
Yeah, don't pick the boogers, but don't pick the boogers, but you know what I mean.
Yes.
Don't pick your friend's boogers.
Still Saber 1790 says, hey Odin, love your lightsaber videos.
Oh,
I do
thank
as
you,
well.
Still Saber.
I actually, the beam saber that I made, that I posted, I actually redid most of it all yesterday. the one that I made that I posted on Discord, it did not have an aluminum pipe inside.
Oh, okay.
Because I didn't have the right size and I couldn't figure out how to put it, and I wanted it done, so I just made it. It was just held by the PVC pipe.
Okay.
Not that well. I mean, it wiggled, but
Yeah.
so I just.
But you know that, so you just don't swing it crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I redid it all. So.
Yeah. Ooh, Schultz Division says, hi. Odin, a Harry Potter prop now that Hogwarts Legacy is out?
Maybe.
Again, need to get life in order to
Yeah, I need to
craft
get life in
again.
order to start crafting stuff again. I haven't made too many Harry Potter props. There's been this long-term joke between me and Joe Gillis about making Hogwarts magic wand, and that it would probably be a really good April 1st video, which I'm gonna have to start thinking about what the heck I'm gonna do this year for that. Where basically it's just I'm walking through the forest and go, oh, a stick, and I pick it up, and the video's done.
Need some Hollywood. Harry Potter's wand is made out of holly.
Ah, Hollywood, gotcha. Sorry, I'm thinking, motion pictures.
No, I know.
I was too.
If you want to cut to 3, we can try and...
Cut to 3. There you go. You smoosh it and you smoosh it and then you smoosh it.
Yeah.
You can't peel it once it's stuck.
Off.
That's how I tore it.
Yeah, I
Trying to do the
didn't...
whole thing?
No, he's trying to line it up to the bumps.
Yeah, trying to line up to the bumps and realizing maybe I painted the wrong side? No.
No, it's just it kind of unsmooshes after you added the heat to dry out the glue.
Yeah, that's a big part of it.
Yeah.
So we lost the indentations. The pre-smooshing.
The pre-smooshing. So apply another thin layer of boogers.
Yes.
Boy, it's really hard to be right-handed and have the corporate logo face the camera. I actually told them that.
Their stuff is fairly ambidextrous, though.
It is. No, it is totally ambidextrous in design. It's just the logo was 100% designed for a right-handed user to be able to look at the tool and go, yep, that's mine, or so whatever.
I know,
Yeah.
look at the little glue gun. There's nothing on that side.
Yeah. There's nothing on the side that
just blank.
faces the camera. If you're right-handed.
Well, it's great if you're trying to Greek it.
Yeah, that would be, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because nobody could guess what tool that is based off color.
Well, I think that's part of the branding.
It is. Yeah.
100%.
Because the old school Ryobi tools were navy, basically in color, and they
Yeah.
weren't terribly different
Did they
from
have the
Black
yellow
and
on
Decker.
them? Yeah.
They might have. I think they still had a little bit of this yellow on it, maybe, but at some
Yeah.
point they really changed it.
Oh, yeah, completely. Because I look at my dad's old Ryobi tools versus the new ones, and they pop out.
Yeah.
And it's kind of funny because he has tons and tons of tools in his little barn, and everything's like kind of these pop. You can see the Ryobi stuff across the room. So I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, I can appreciate the branding. It's on point.
Yep, it is.
And green's a great neutral, even though it's neon.
Yeah.
Because leaves, just think about it. Green is like a great neutral. Yes.
Bryce News says, I thoroughly love watching this project come to life. I can't wait to see what other projects you do for your Ghostbusters build, and can't wait to see my holsters on your suits.
Yes, thank you, Bryce. I really appreciate you contributing to the project and that you're sticking with us and still watching us do this ever so slowly.
Right? We are definitely stretching this one out.
Yeah, but we're kind of... There are times that we've stretched it out, and we've reduced the number of Sundays that we're doing it, which stretches it out. But we're not, because we're not... We tried to make it a real point to not work on this when the stream isn't happening, right? So all the work is happening in front of you. We're not, and the cake is done. It's, no, we're going to wait for the cake to cook, type of a thing. So for all of you who are
Watching this cake bubble in the oven, thank you for joining us. As it slowly rises. Slowly.
Jerry Can Cosplay, I'm late again. Don't.
It's all right, Jerry. Thank you for showing up.
Yeah.
You are here. Welcome. Marvel Guy says, Felicia, any tips on how to sew on the sewing machine without messing up? Because I try to sew a pattern. I kind of get lost very easily in what I'm doing. Seam ripper is your best friend. Don't get too attached to your seams. Honestly, people make stupid mistakes all the time. Rip it out. Don't just keep going. Just rip it out. Do it again. You know what I mean? Like,
It's just going to be faster to accept it now and rip it out. Yeah.
and it's easy to rip thread out. Like, you'd think that it's a pain in the butt, but you get your seam ripper and get it out and pull it out. You know, don't do super tight tension. Loosen the tension. If you know you're going to make a lot of mistakes, do a looser stitch.
Yeah.
And just be nice to yourself, because yes, you are going to make mistakes. It is what it is. But
And it's funny you say don't get too attached to your seams or whatever you'd said. Don't get, because I do. No, that's it. I'm gonna move on. Damn it, and try and make it stay. And I totally get like, no, I did that.
yeah,
I hear you.
If you don't get attached to your seams, your work turns out so much nicer because you can rip it out and do it right. But as opposed to I did it, and yes, there's bumps, and yes, it's this, and it's not quite. You're gonna be fighting that the whole rest of your project. Just
It's true.
yeah.
So for all of you Ghostbusters fans, don't cross the streams and don't get attached to your seams.
I like it. But yeah, that's my advice is just do it anyways. And seam rippers. It's very emotional to have to rip out your work, and I will admit it.
Yeah.
I had a teacher just sitting there helping us, like she was sitting and helping a student rip out a mistake that she made. And she's like, I love ripping out other people's mistakes. It's so relaxing. My own mistakes we won't talk about, but other people's stuff, it's so nice. And I'm like, I get you. I get you. I understand that, but...
Yep. And that goes along for me as well with trying to clean up the shop. Pull out a box that isn't mine. It's easy to go through. I don't know. Pull out my box. It's like opening up all my nightmares from 10 years ago. And I'm just flooded with horrible emotions. Yeah.
There's an emotional aspect to it for sure, especially when you're crafting. But that's what my advice if you're sewing is don't be afraid to do it. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Yes, make mistakes. Accept your mistakes. Rip them out and move on.
The best part about making mistakes and recognizing how they happened is recognizing when they could happen before they do and avoiding them altogether.
Yeah, but I find with sewing, I overthink things and it's like shouldn't have.
Okay.
Oh, wait, this was all pinned up. Wait, did I do it right? Let me repin it. Oh, I had it pinned right the first time and now it's all crooked and I shouldn't have overthought it. But yeah,
Right.
I get it, but I can overthink things.
Yeah, I tend to do that as well, and then it ends up being a lot simpler than I thought, which I really appreciate.
I very much appreciate when that
Yeah.
happens. Yeah, that's nice.
Like,
It's
I wanna not just make a project, but like a certain process of making it, and then my mind's all like boggled and confused. But then when I'm actually like getting to it, then like okay, it wasn't too bad.
Does walking away help you?
Sometimes it took me like a year and a half to make my Gundam legs.
You walked away too long.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I made some of the pieces. I made the calves. I patterned that off of a 14-inch balloon.
Oh, okay.
That was the closest thing that I had to that shape.
That's a smart idea.
Yeah, but then I'm like, okay, where do I go from here then? Then I walked away, and then summer happened. It's hot in my shed. I can't work in there. And then other things with life or whatever.
Right.
And yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Putting them together was actually ended up being very simple.
Right? I 100% get that. When
Yeah.
it's your own projects, you can walk away forever. When you're being paid to be creative, you get like to go get a cup of coffee and come back to walk away.
pretty much, yeah.
Just like, let me, all right, back to it.
Yeah.
But that just stepping away and the act of looking in another direction sometimes clears my mind enough to get back to the problem as opposed to just getting stuck tighter.
Yeah, it's the gears in your head that are turning, but the teeth aren't meshing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
What I noticed when I was editing on the clock, when I was actually paid to sit down and do it every day, I would be really good for about 2 hours. And then I had to get up and walk around and flush whatever I had in my head. And then I could go back about half an hour to 45 minutes later, sit down and be really good for about 2 hours again.
Yeah.
And that was a very consistent thing.
Yeah. Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, what I do is I don't really walk away. I just sit there.
Just sit there.
Yeah, I just sit in my. I can sit in my shed for hours. To
Yeah.
be honest.
Yeah, the worst thing about editing at home now is I have all of the internet and everything else right there in front of me.
Yeah.
So my walking away for 45 minutes can become the rest of the day.
Colby Herman. Hi everybody, how are you doing today? If we don't see each other, have a good Valentine's Day. Well,
Oh,
welcome, and you too.
Happy Valentine's Day, Colby Herman.
yeah, Colby Herman. Happy Valentine's Day.
Moon Eyes 2K. Well, it took me an hour, but I got here, I think.
Hello,
You're-
Moon Eyes.
You're in the right place.
Are we here yet?
Are we here yet?
We're present, but are we here yet?
No.
Got a little too much glue here.
I see that.
Okay, that's baby. All right.
I'm gonna smoosh it down slowly.
Right? Oh my gosh. I'm not looking. I will jinx it.
All right, so camera 3.
Camera
For all of
3.
you classic Star Wars figure fans, hey, look, it's the old school Darth Vader action figure with the vinyl cape that just turns over. Yeah. No, I'm your father. Anyway, I'm good.
All right. You did the last one fairly good.
Yeah, can I do this one again? I'm thinking I'm getting there.
I'm not jinxing it. Not
Wrinkles,
jinxing it.
wrinkles totally happen as the process of putting it on, but I'm trying to press them down as I see them. That sort of works. I guess maybe I'm not.
You need something round to go in between these, or
Well, that'd be ideal, yeah. Right now it's just me with big bright white hands mashing on a black thing, so
You smoosh
everyone
it
at
and you
home can't
smoosh
see
it.
a dang thing.
And you smoosh it.
this
You
kind
will
of
heat,
thing.
or are we gonna melt it and rip it?
Nah, I think we're okay.
Okay.
Pretty well. I'm just smushing it. I think I'm pretty much in there. Now there's still a little bit of. You can still see the hints of wrinkles, which definitely goes into the whole. Hey, if we had something curved and we just, took the handle of a pair of pliers and mashed it, maybe it would help. Maybe.
Maybe with some heat.
Maybe.
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm not sure about
Smoosh
heat
it
right
and
at
you
the moment.
smoosh it and you smoosh it.
But I'm definitely, it helps, but maybe not. I'm not getting the finger pinch, look. But I am pinching my hand by holding the pliers wrong.
Toby, how long have you been licking that paw?
All right. We always try number 2.
Camera 2.
Number 2, and we can see how well the
Smooshing went.
smooshing went on this one.
That looks good.
Toby
So
approves.
this is good. We got a whoop from Kobe. There's now 4 pounds of hairball on the floor behind us. All right. Well, this is number 3. So let's go on to the last one.
One last one.
Let's show them number 1 now.
We can.
This is the one that
Somebody's poison drink.
we'll just show them like this. You hold it here.
Yeah, it's fine.
Best.
There's nothing wrong with it at all.
Yeah.
It's not the best, but that's okay. It's not the end of the world though either, so there's
No.
that. You smoosh it and you smoosh it.
Yeah.
Austin Lips, smoosh it! Happy early Valentine's Day, Odin, Felicia, and Dan. Yeah, just,
Thank you. Happy
Thank you,
early
Austin.
Valentine's Day, Austin.
yes. So, I bet you we have a lot of non-Americans here today because today's the Super Bowl, I heard.
Today is the Super Bowl. I've heard that too.
Yes.
When does the Super
what?
Bowl?
No.
Yeah, exactly. When does the Super? That's the thing where you eat a lot of snacks and watch the commercials, right?
I don't even do that.
That's right. I don't do that either.
I think it's 3:30 our time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
That's not too
if
bad.
we really wanted to go, we could make it. Well, we haven't pre-smooshed it.
Well, I jumped ahead.
Okay. Okay.
Oh.
We're being dangerous today.
Yeah, I didn't realize we hadn't pre-smooshed it, so
I was just kind of.
I got glue on it now.
Or
It is
you
what
can
it
use
is.
your yellow just to do it.
Nah, we'll just-
It's already glued here, so
Yeah,
we're,
okay.
we're going.
Yeah, the only one we have to smoosh is got glue on it.
Strictly Games. Yesterday I was walking around work and I kept seeing all these heart balloons everywhere. I was confused. Yeah, because it's the weekend before Valentine's Day, not the Tuesday that Valentine's Day's on.
Right.
I can see how that'd be confusing. Schultz diminishing. It's like a huge bowl then? Full
Yes.
of dip.
It's a giant bowl full of dip and chips. Yes.
And chicken wings.
Yeah.
Miss Mary Mac says game starts here in Indy at 6:30 p.m. So
Oh, okay. Yep. So 3:30 here.
yeah.
Oh, we'll see how this goes.
Yeah, pretty
Pre-
much.
Well,
Little pre-smooshing. No
you're getting
pre-smooshing.
the indentation right away. So it should be okay.
But we can melt the rest of it just to
We can
loosen
totally
up
melt
after
the rest
the
of it,
first
yeah.
stuff.
Oh, okay.
And this is the one that I started cutting when all of a sudden Dan, from a million miles away, was like, "You were gonna wait before you did that." I was like, "Oh yeah, I was. That's right." Chris didn't. In
thought
his
he
video,
did.
he had started cutting the back and then was trying to balance it on the pipe and said, maybe if you use something square, it would make more sense.
Yeah.
But he had a pipe handy when he was doing the video.
Smart
Chris's-
guy.
Yeah. Chris's videos are really cool because he's not afraid to make fun of his mistakes and call them out.
Yeah. Mistakes happens if we ignore the fact
yeah.
that they don't. Well, actually, let me get the foam itself.
Right. It's been a habit to pull the foam back to get
Right.
to the glue. Swish.
You smoosh it and you smoosh it and you smoosh it.
The real Monkey, there's a game today?
There's a game today?
It's like super.
Yeah.
They call it, well, if it wasn't Super, it would just be called the Bowl.
Yeah.
Steve D, how committed am I? Currently lying in the bath watching the stream.
Right on, Steve. Don't
Nice
drop your
bubble
phone.
bath.
Get up, yeah, bubble bath. You have a rubber ducky.
You're the one.
Yep, it's stuck in everyone's head now.
Drinking champagne.
Eating caviar.
Strictly Games. What's a bowl?
What's a bowl?
The thing you put your chips that holds your chips.
Yeah, if you looked early if you watch the stream back early,
I don't wanna melt your
Odin is
fingers.
holding one.
Appreciate that.
So
You got to put it in terms that Strictly knows. Strictly, a bowl is the thing that tacos come in when they're not in a taco shell. You get a taco bowl, that's a bowl. Strictly's all about tacos. Got a bit of a wrinkle over here.
Bruno hears the heat gun. So Bruno loves the blow dryer.
Okay.
Yeah, Toby will hide in the other room. Bruno will hear me start to blow dry my hair, and he will run under where the blow dryer is blowing and go sit in the warm spot.
Okay.
And I think that's what he's kind of doing. Is like, I know there's a warm spot.
I hear a power tool.
Yes,
Okay.
he has been like, whenever I start to use my power tools, like I was using my drill the other day on the wooden floors.
Uh-huh.
He was like right there going, why isn't this me? Like, dude,
Dog.
right? The cat and the other dog are safe distances.
Yeah. Oh, where is this thing?
And he's like, well, I get Felicia time to myself without having the other animals on you. And so he was not, he gets excited now that he hears these things. And it's funny because he's right here meowing at me going, it's my turn, isn't it?
That's amazing. And he is meowing, isn't he?
Yeah. You hear it? Look at him. He likes it. A little tail wiggle when you did that. See? He's all about the heat gun. No, he loves the blow dryer, but
At Vexen, so Bruno is secretly an airbender. Confirmed.
Confirmed.
He likes moving air.
yes.
Especially when it's nice and warm and comfy.
Yes.
Something, Taco Bell, make moving air something.
Schultz Division says, well, I don't live in the States, but got the commercials for the Super Bowl.
Oh, good.
That's like the best part for some people.
So I'm not a football fan, right? I don't sit down and watch all the games. I couldn't list off any of the players. I could list off most of the teams, but they've changed since I paid attention. I can watch the Super Bowl, and I can watch a couple of games if it's a good game. If it turns on and it's just a shutout to begin with, or it's just whatever, it's hard to define what holds my interest in the game. But I can see the competition, and I can see the are these guys going to do it? Are they going to drop a bunch of knives on the floor on the dog's feet? Are they okay?
Yeah, no, it...
Okay.
Blades galore down here.
Yeah.
Oh, Bruno. We can't take you anywhere. This is why we can't have nice streams.
But yeah, when you turn on the game and the score is like 40-0, it's like, well, I'm done with this. You guys are just playing it out to play it out.
Oh, the real Malky says, my cat Scar does the same thing. Aww.
Leah Marie says, puppy monkey baby. I remember that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
that was
Yeah.
bizarre.
That was more. She sent me the link to that. I actually missed it until I saw it. I've come across memes that are, people being traumatized by Pumpy Monkey Baby.
Yes, that was nightmarish.
Oh, the early days of the interwebs. It's not that early, but still.
Nah. Yes, the early days, back when you could bid on your own eBay auction, and when you were bored, you could watch bum fights.
Can't you?
Yeah, well, but they're not
Just
streaming.
don't get as bored anymore.
Yeah, they're not walking up to them with cash in hand and giving them money if they knock each other's teeth out.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, early internet, great.
So now that we've done all of these ones much better than this one.
This one's got a wrinkle.
This one's got a wrinkle.
This
too?
one's got a wrinkle too.
Okay. So I'm thinking
Don't you got a wrinkle too?
if we just sand it, honestly.
Yeah, we just sand it in a little foam putty. It'll be fine.
Yeah, I really think
Yeah.
that just a little sanding's gonna fix
Yep.
it.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
It's not the worst.
Nope.
No.
I'm gonna write that on someone's Valentine's Day. Valentine. You're not, the worst.
But I'm
I
happy
could probably do better, but you're really good right now.
I'm happy with my choice.
You're not the worst. I was trying to think of different Valentines to write on those cootie catchers.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember
I
those.
was gonna fill them up with a bunch of those, fortunes or Valentines.
Okay.
And I was trying to think of some good ones, but I think that one's my favorite right now. You're not the worst.
You're not the worst.
And also, it's like you could put you're gonna be hungry in 10 minutes. I don't know. I was trying to think of different ones that were Valentine's Day themed, but
Is your oven still on? So my friend Zot, that was one of his favorite jokes because he had you've seen the black T-shirts that maybe you haven't, but you got the black T-shirts that just say security that some of the security guards at venues wear. Zot had one that just said insecurity guard, and that was his favorite thing. Is your oven still on? Did you remember to turn that off? Did you lock your front door? Where are your keys?
yeah, my safety system's right here.
Yeah.
Brought them with me.
Which one do you want to read?
I don't know. There's a lot of writing.
Yeah.
There's a lot of writing. Oh, that's good.
That's good.
Is there a lot of spam? Or is there a lot of actual healthy writing?
That's just writing. It's
Oh,
people.
that's good.
I'll read
Yeah.
one.
Sharp shot effects.
Yeah.
Hey, Odin, I'm tempted to make a kit
Do it.
vest.
Kit Fisto mask.
Oh,
From Star
Oh,
Wars,
wow.
yeah.
Okay, cool.
Would you recommend using something like foam pipe insulation for the tentacles/dreads?
First thing came to mind. So apparently, yeah. They'll move a little bit. It's hard to keep the foam pipe insulation for tentacles wiggly, especially if you glue a secondary foam over them. So if you get the pipes that have a skin on them, this sounds weird to try and explain.
They have a membrane.
Yeah, they have a membrane. There's two different types of insulation pipes at the Home Depots around me. One looks like it looks like foam. The other one's got a skin on it. It's really kind of smooth. If you get that one and just spray it with the hunter green Plastidip, you'll probably get what you're looking for without having to add a lot to the tentacles and still have some flexibility. Additionally, his tentacles come to a point. I've used pipe insulation to make those points before. You just cut it on a long angle, right? So 8 inches or so, 10 inches, and then you have to hollow out the tip a little bit because you start mashing a little too much material into the tip. But so you've got it cut, and you apply glue to the contact cement to the cut end, and you start gluing it together, and you can actually get it to come down to a point. And if you have all the seams on the inside against your back, it should look good from the outside. Doing it that way also, your tentacles won't come to a perfect pencil point. One side will remain flat and it'll kind of come up and meet, right? So it'll kind of be an offset point. It won't be centered to the pipe. It's just part of the problem with doing it the way that I did it that way. I think Kit's got rings on his tentacles, doesn't he? Like the Predator does. So maybe you could do that and add a ring and offset one that you've done in order to keep them all straight. I don't know. It's a thought. Kit Fisto's cool though.
Ooh, between Toby and Bruno right now.
Right.
Jeez.
And Vexen says, Felicia, ever think of trying the hands-free dog sling to carry Bruno?
I'm not gonna spoil him that much.
Oh, we do spoil Miko. She has a backpack.
Oh, she's got a backpack?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
It's kind of big because she's smaller than Bruno, but there's a lot of room in there for her.
Bruno's the size of a regular dog, but short.
Yeah, Miko's
Right.
tall, but a bit smaller. Yeah.
Yeah.
She just recently hit 10 pounds, so yeah.
Oh, wow. She's
Yeah.
10 pounds?
Yeah, she's small.
Yeah. He's nice and chonky. Yeah.
I'm kind of used to small dogs, so 10 pounds sounds like a lot.
Oh, okay.
So not Gary Scott says, hi, Odin, Emma here from Scotland.
Oh.
Jerry's daughter.
Ah.
Love watching your videos. What is your favorite build? I love Elsa's sword from Frozen.
Nice. That was a fun one to do, definitely. My favorite build is always a tough one because I've got different builds that I really love for different reasons. And a lot of my favorite builds are because of the problems I solved to build it, not for what it is when it was done. One of them is the Baron Zemo mask, which isn't here. But the Baron Zemo mask is all 2mm foam, but to look at it, it looks like corduroy and it looks like it was sewn together because I managed to pull it off. And I'm really, really happy with that, with how thin it is. Other ones I really like, of course, is Soul Edge. And another one you can't see is the gravity gun because it has to be wired to the wall because it's so heavy with the way I've got it mounted to try and show it off. When the trains go by it, it falls off the wall. So it's wired in place. But another one where having to do a radial build. The gravity gun is basically a tube with a bunch of things stuck to it, and it's got 3 claws that come out the end. In order to have 3 claws that come out the end, the stuff that's stuck to it has to be divisible by 3. So you got to put 9 things instead of 8 onto this tube and keep them all spaced apart.
Circle
correctly. Yeah, circle math, exactly. So it became
And
really
threes.
weird.
Circle maths and threes.
Yeah, circle math in 3s.
3.14.
3.14 but
That's further than I can get.
How precise do you need it to be?
not that precise. 1/4 is fine.
What was the fraction as well? I forget. 20 something over 7. Something like that.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. But it's 20 something over 7 is the
Yeah,
fraction
I
for
think
pi?
so.
Okay.
I forget what the other number is, but
Or is it 21 something? 3.
I don't know. I just use the 3.14 in my maths when I do circle maths.
Yeah.
Because fractions are more confusing to add into calculators.
But for me, gluing 8 things onto a pipe seems easier just because this one goes on straight. This one goes on straight, exactly opposite of that. Then you fill in the holes. Hey, I got 8. Yeah, that doesn't work with 9.
Moon Ice says 360 divided by 9 equals 40. Simples.
Yep. No, that did help, but still, it was this. I've got the circumference of the pipe, and then I got the thickness of the Zen crystals. How wide do I make the Zen crystals? I mean, you figured it out, right? You wrap a piece of paper around it and go from there. But still, it was just this. Anyway.
Yes.
Sean Clark says, what is a tool you wish you had?
A real one, I'm assuming.
yeah.
Um.
Well, for me, it's not really a tool. It's a better one of these.
Yeah, right. That is a tool, but.
Yeah, yeah.
What is
Okay.
a tool I wish I had? Okay, so something I wish I had, it also involves a skill that I, as a young man, for whatever dumb reason, I I didn't pursue learning. So a tool that I wish I had and a skill I wish I had to go along with it is welding, especially aluminum. I wish I had spent some time with my dad because he would have loved to have taught me. And even tried, and I think that was part of it, is like, oh yeah, this is how you weld. And he was so used to it that it was no big deal to hand me the electrical welder. And all I could do was stick the rod constantly, so I got frustrated with it.
Yeah, I've never tried TIG welding myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's something that's both tool and skill that I kind of wish I had.
I was just gonna go out. I need to buy a new shop vac.
Yeah, there you go.
That's what I need. But wish.
Actually, for me, it would probably be a lathe and a mill.
Right.
Yeah.
And again, there's like a whole lot of skill that goes along with using those.
Yeah. I did take like a machining class during a community college.
Oh, that's
It was
cool.
actually a lot of fun. Only once I left the chuck key in the lathe while turning it on. It was at a low speed, thank God.
Thank God.
I was turning something at a low speed, but yeah, turn it on, it's a whack.
Oh, I thought it would just
Yeah.
launch out, but
Oh
no.
no, it went down and just like banged the.
Did it just stop, or did it break
Yeah,
the
it
chuck
stopped.
key? Okay, good.
No. And it was actually kind of big, the lathes we used. So it's not like a little handheld chuck key. It's like
Oh,
a
okay.
two-hand thing. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, that was the only time I made a mistake, but I liked it. I enjoyed it.
I know there's some good maker spaces around town, but man, the one out in Denver, not Denver, Dallas was awesome. And if I was living in the Dallas area, I'd 100% belong to that maker space. Because yeah, they had a full machine shop and all that. They're happy to
Okay.
teach you, and even if you only if you only need to try to make a thing, a lot of the times the guys that are there are happy to just jump in and help. And so yeah,
Maker's gonna make, and also when you see somebody struggling, you're like, but I have ideas.
yeah, but I have yeah, exactly.
I can help you. Ooh, I see where you're going. Don't.
Yeah. And then
Yeah.
there's a person.
Save your
who's-
fingers.
There's a person who's making it who has certain ideas already, and then there's an influx of other ideas coming in.
Right.
Which kind of conflicts them a little bit.
I think
I
I end
do
up with
that
better
too.
things when I have somebody who disagrees with me.
I certainly am with you. Yeah.
I was gonna say we disagree all the time, but that's the thing. It either makes me more assured of what I originally was going to do,
Right. No, that's dumb, Odin. I'm not going to do that.
or it makes me think outside of my box and go, yeah, you're right. That makes way more sense than the way I was going to approach it because, yeah, why do I have to make it from scratch when I could just cut it out, something else.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, especially like working with James at the costume shop, we disagreed on things all the time. But when we disagreed, we ended up with something so much better than either one of us could have come up with on our own.
Yeah.
And like when I work with somebody who just loves every single one of my ideas and goes, yes, 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 I'm like, this
You
is
end up with the Phantom Menace.
it turns out crappy. I like the pushback because it challenges you and
Yeah.
it causes you to grow, in my opinion.
Some people are listing tools they wish they had.
Oh, good. What are some tools?
Moon Eyes 2K, a mini lathe.
Yeah.
Jerry Can cosplay. I'd like a bandsaw.
Yep.
I still steal other people, so I don't need one of those in my
Or,
space
right.
yet.
or a laser cutter thing.
Yes.
Yes.
And then, where did it go? Schultz Division says, Jerry, use some of all your YouTube cash to buy such things.
Yes. Jerry is now rolling in YouTube cash.
Yeah.
Oh, so now you're cutting them close? I was trying to keep them far away.
Well, yeah, I was gonna. Yeah. Well, I cut the easy ones first, and then I thought I'd go in and cut the rest, and then just grind them.
Oh, cool. All right. Because I was like, wait, I did it the right way, didn't I?
You did, yeah.
Lee Marie, I would love a CNC. I've actually played with a couple of those too. And I don't want to again.
We got one sent, or I got one sent here. A little China CNC machine that wasn't very big. It could CNC a muffin. A little one. Yeah, it's a boat anchor, sadly. But yeah, the possibilities of a CNC machine, because I'm just, yeah, I can agree.
Because we have 3D printers, laser cutters, and other such things, even Crickets,
Right.
where it'll take what you have in the program, drawing or whatever, and just automatically transfer that to the machine and it'll cut it, make it, or whatever.
Yep.
Whereas a CNC, you have to
write out all the coordinates where you want the tool to be. Every single one. So yeah.
Now, won't some CNC machines just work off of CAD drawings, which has?
I'm pretty sure
some
now.
points? Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, now, right.
probably now. Not back then.
Not back then when you got to play
15,
with
20 years ago, maybe. Yeah. But yeah, because I remember doing that in the machine class I took, you know, just making a little thing, but your coordinate list is so long.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, so I'm glad that.
I was just taking pictures of a pattern that I wanted to scan into my computer on a grid. And now I'm just like, I just want the exterior so I can send this to my laser cutter to just make it print it for me. But it's like all the steps to make the process happen. Because I want to scale it down to half scale. Right?
Right.
Okay, so we got to sand this.
Yeah, well, I guess I got
Trying
this
to
one over
decide
here.
what-
Oh, here it is. I couldn't find where I put my rotary tool, and it's right here next to me. Okay.
You have it hanging up nicely.
Yeah, I was taking care of it.
Wait, start
how
with
dare
the,
I?
yeah, that's the messed up one. Start with the messed up one first, because we can only screw it up more, right?
Yes.
Yes, Sean Card, CNCs are complicated. Probably not now, like what Odin mentioned, you could probably take a CAD drawing and it'll just, you know,
There's better programming
Yeah.
now at this point.
Yeah.
you know, the future.
Oh. So one of the upcoming iterations of the Prusa slicer, right? So the 3D printing company Prusa. I don't think it's implemented in their slicer yet. A slicer is a program you use to take a three-dimensional object on your computer and translate it into something your printer can print. Right, it's the in between. They have one coming up that will be able to take and use CAD. It'll just
Oh.
take a CAD file and then create a 3D object and slice it.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
kind of what I do right now a bit. I do save it as an STL file.
Right.
And then I throw it into the slicer that way, yeah.
But it'll actually
You
take an
mean direct?
AutoCAD file.
Oh,
So
okay.
like an actual
Oh, okay.
which I thought was really cool because definitely taking STL, but the whole idea of an engineer. Watched my dad work with AutoCAD for years, and so the idea of being able to take that I thought was really cool.
Sean Card says CNCs are complicated in all caps.
Jerry Can Cosplay, you'd be surprised how much I make with 84 subscribers.
84 mighty subscribers.
Yes, I am one of them.
Everybody, during this stream, we could probably get Jerry up to 100 subscribers just for the fun of it. So if you haven't yet, jump over to Jerry Can's cosplay, hit the subscribe button, just so Jerry can break 100 within the next hour.
Yeah.
That would actually be really kind of fun. It's easy to do, and Jerry's videos aren't bad. It's. I haven't watched one of the ones he had recently, but when I have watched his videos, it was like hanging out with Jerry while he's working on projects. It was
Yeah.
really very cool. So please, Jerry Can Cosplay, just pop over there right now and hit subscribe.
Oh, Steve D says, I'm already a subscriber. Well, look at you being on top of it. Now
Yeah.
go make a fake account to go subscribe again. No.
Yeah, there you go.
I have to. Yeah, and Jerry, when you do hit 100, we expect 100 subscriber celebration video.
Yes,
I did one.
make your paper towel YouTube button. Say, hey,
Paper towel, he'll make one out of foam.
you can make one out of fun.
Yeah.
Well,
color
once he
would it
gets
be?
to 1,000, he can have a phone.
What color would 100 be?
I don't know.
Cardboard
Unpainted,
works.
no.
It'd be the $1 bill from Monopoly.
Moon Eyes 2K, sub. Awesome.
So, thank you, Moon Eyes. Hey, Jerry, give us a running total.
Social Vision, Jerry is so real in his videos and it's so enjoyable. It really is.
It really is.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. I didn't really think about it just classifying it as so real, but yeah, it is.
And Jerry Can Cosplay at 100 subs, I'm doing a little giveaway.
Ooh.
Nice. Richard Stroh, hey guys, it's been a while. Well, welcome.
Hey, Richard.
Welcome back.
Right? Welcome. Welcome to the stream.
All right.
Probably draw this on AutoCAD.
You probably could.
Just fillet everything. After making it all
Fillet.
one. Yeah. That's the AutoCAD command to round your
Yep.
edges. That almost sounded like words.
They
Right?
did.
He's been yelling at us. Ever since we got a kitty cat, he's been like.
Well, I think both of them want to go outside and do doggy things.
Oh yeah, Toby is by the door, isn't he?
Yeah.
But he's good. He usually only goes about once. Well, he goes twice a day, in the morning and at night.
Yeah,
And he already
okay.
had his morning. But we've been here for an hour, so.
You've been here, yeah, an hour and a half, 2 hours, something
Yeah.
like that. I mean, the stream's only been going for an hour and a half, but you've been here a little longer than that.
Yeah.
Waiting for me to get my act together and get going.
I feel like the animals always try and train me. They think they know my schedule. And they're like, but come on, isn't it this time for that? I'm like, no, not today. I'm sleeping in.
Right.
Jerry can cosplay. Holy crap, I'm at 90 already.
Sweet! Thank you,
10 more.
everyone.
Keep it going.
Yes. Advixen wants to know, so besides Thano, which character would you do a full build of based on a single prop in the room?
Besides Thanos, which would I do a full build of based on a single prop in the room? Huh. This is a full costume based off of a single prop in the room. Which, a lot of the props are still packed up from SAC Anime, because we're going to StockTCon in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So there's not very many props in the room, technically.
Right.
Well, you have Captain
I've got Captain Marvel. I've got Ash, but I've done an Ash. I've done an overweight Ash. And that's Evil Dead Ash, not Ash Ketchum.
Red Power Ranger.
There's the Colonial Marine wouldn't be bad, because there's a facehugger you guys can't quite see up in the corner up here. What else is behind us?
Lego Batman. You got Lego props too.
Yeah, I kind of did a shitty Lego Batman.
You have a Lego Batman head.
Yeah, I've got...
And you had the shoulder pads.
At the shoulder pads, I made a cape and some gloves, and then I just kind of wore jeans and a t-shirt with it.
But I think that would be an easy.
Yeah.
But what one would you want to? You don't actually have to make it happen.
Oh, what's funny is we picked a couple out we've already kind of talked about. I also did a really shitty Hellboy, because I've got the Samaritan up here. So, wearing the black t-shirt with just red makeup and English muffins on my forehead, and yeah.
I like Steve's cartoonish Hellboy that he did.
Yes, the cartoonish Hellboy is very cool.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah, so SKS Props did one based off of the comic, off of the art.
Yeah.
Over here, this side, we've got a Golden Snitch, a Noisy Cricket.
Got Mario's.
Yeah,
Blue
I'm
shell.
leaning towards that, probably. The Mario's, the blue shell from Mario Kart. Tridimensional chest.
Oh, yeah.
So...
Luke Skywalker's helmet.
Oh, yeah, well, there's another full cosplay we did.
I'm always bringing you to cosplays, aren't I? Like, well, can't we just finish the outfit now?
Yes, we can. I actually do have interest, partly because of the movie, but it was actually kind of a long-term thing, in doing a Bowser. I think that'd be really kind of cool. As far as what else is in here, other than Thanos, which I've also done Thanos, sort of. I did Vacation Thanos. What's Vacation Thanos, Odin? Well, I had the helmet, and I had the Infinity Gauntlet. So a friend who was in Hawaii got me an authentic Hawaiian shirt with Thanos' colors on it. It was all black and gold and purple, mostly purple. And so I wore that with gold aviator sunglasses. I did the Thanos just face paint makeup underneath the helmet with the white zinc stuff on my nose. And then walked around with the Infinity Gauntlet in one hand and a beer in the other hand, and I was just Vacation Thanos. It's great.
Post-snap.
Yep, post-snap.
Just tell everybody it was a snap.
So another one I see that I wouldn't mind finishing, although I've got a lot of the parts for it, is my own creation, sort of Bumble Scorpion, who hasn't really appeared because I haven't done anything Mechagodzilla in a while. But
Is that the only time he appears?
I think so. Has he only appeared?
Yeah,
in
because he's
Mechagodzilla?
trying to steal the cosplay. Yeah, the parts that
More
he
or less,
makes.
when you
so-
get a good piece, you're like, okay, let's make this into Bumble Scorpion.
Yeah, more
Yeah.
Bumble Scorpion stuff. Ace has even drawn a cool drawing of Bumble Scorpion with creating some boots for him. So Bumble Scorpion is the back of the helmet that I made for my Bumblebee helmet for when the Bumblebee movie came out a million years ago. Because I really like the back of the helmet. I don't like Bumblebee's face with the way I made it. And then it's just a pair of old goggles that I had made using stereo parts like 10 years ago. and then Scorpion's mask from Mortal Kombat, which is probably the first time Bumble Scorpion appeared. Maybe it was the end of that video.
It fits very well.
Because it's the same yellow, so it fits really well together. And there's even, not Jerry Can cosplay, but Jerry Rigged cosplay. I think was it?
Jerry Rig Props.
Jerry Rig Props. That was it. Jerry Rig Props. He bought me one of those masks that has LEDs in it that react to speaking. So if I wear that underneath the Bumble Scorpion helmet, his vents should light up, which I haven't done yet, but that was the plan. And he bought that for me probably a year ago, and it's still sitting up there. Cool. So yeah, I wouldn't mind.
You just lose your voice.
Yeah,
because everyone wants to hear him talk. So
right, like I'm not losing my voice right now. One of the things I wouldn't mind doing for Bumble Scorpion is changing the chest. Totally, the Mechagodzilla chest works for Bumble Scorpion, but it also kind of doesn't because of the big spines in the back. I keep picturing Bumble Scorpion still with a big armored, chest similar to what Mechagodzilla's got, but the torn red cape like what Tetsuo had in Akira. And then the gun on the one hand is great, whichever hand, and some sort of gauntlet on the other hand, so there's a hand. And I'll just copy what Ace drawed for boots, because those are great. I like this design for boots. And that could be Bumble Scorpion. But then the fun thing is, I put all this effort into this character, and, well, who the hell are you? You got an Autobot symbol on your head.
People will still ask you that,
People
whatever
anyway.
you're dressed up as.
That's true.
When you're recognized by a child, though, you feel like you have you won.
Yeah, totally.
yeah, and the good thing is too, it's a nice showcase for your props because it's all from different things.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's gonna be here while we're grinding. Don't
Okay,
put on your
gotta
glasses.
put on his glasses. I do like that Bumble Scorpion's gun hand is what's the guy's name from Final Fantasy VII? I'm forgetting his name. Brock? No.
Which one?
The one that's got a Gatling gun for an hand. For his right arm. Anyway.
Come on, you're on the spot. We're only live.
Well, it's all right.
I'm not too familiar with 7.
Yeah, I never played it. I know the characters and I've watched the cutscenes.
Yeah.
Anyway, I made...
Barrett.
Barrett.
Thank you, Ed Vexen.
Thank you, Ed Vexen. I've got Barrett's gun, so I made a replacement barrel for it. So, God, I can't remember his name. Dodonis? It was a local filmmaker was making a spec commercial, and so in order to make a non-copyright big gun for this sci-fi character he wanted, I just swapped out I'll pull it down in a second. Well, I got part of it.
Yeah.
I replaced the Gatling gun barrels because it got removed from the part that goes on the arm, and just made this a new goofy sci-fi barrel-ish thing that Barrett
Yeah.
that I think would work well with Bumble Scorpion, and I actually thought about putting lights into. So yeah, Bumble Scorpion probably should just get finished.
I should do something with my death sight. I can't wear the Starscream helmet I made, actually. It goes too low on my face, and the armor's like kind of high, so it kind of bumps the chin. So
Just put a little piece of foam inside.
yeah, I know.
Just
but
don't
then,
see.
I know. That's the only.
Your puny human specs do not fit in robot specs.
You can make a little internal periscope like Joe did for his Minecraft cosplay, and then fall off the stage.
Oh, I don't want to. Do not want to fall. Let's see, what was that?
Jerry's up to 95 subscribers.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Way to step it up, people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bruno is very proud of y'all. He doesn't care, but he is.
He's proud of y'all.
Richard Stroh says, my latest projects are Ada staff from the Owl House and my own wizard staff. I'm adding a Harry Potter time turner in a resin sphere. It was going to be
That's cool.
an hourglass, but I couldn't find a small enough one.
Oh, so you found like one of those little necklaces for Hermione Granger? The time turners? That makes sense.
They used to make a little time. Barnes & Noble sold a little time turner for a long time, a little replica. It's a long time ago.
Yeah.
Shows the vision. Give this stream a like and remember to check out Dan Does Junk, Behind the Scenes Fashion, and Jerry Can Cosplay.
Yes, please do.
Yeah.
Yes, that's true. Jerry Can Cosplay isn't the only one here who's got a YouTube channel, which you should jump over and subscribe if you haven't yet, because...
He's up to 95. We're almost to 100.
Yeah, that's 10 more than he had when we started, which is really freaking cool.
Yeah.
Felicia has her own YouTube channel that Bruno is also on all the time.
Yeah, he's the star, isn't he?
Yes, he is. What is that called?
It's Behind the Scenes Fashions. It's on YouTube, and if you see that yellow dot, you're in the right spot.
And do you still do live streams on occasion?
Yeah, I did a live stream the other day where I took a scarf that I had and I turned it into a dress, into a butterfly dress. It turned out really good.
Yeah, I really like and enjoyed just the simplicity of that.
Yeah, that's one of those things that it's like I was going to do, and I'm like, I might as well do it live.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I'm going to do it anyways. So I've been trying to bring all of you guys along on some of my just different crafting journeys that I don't typically share. So that's what my stream has been lately.
And then Dan Does Junk, Dan Dom Jr. here on the side with Dan Does Junk, also has a YouTube channel conveniently named
Dan Does Junk. Why? Because I'm his dad. My name's Dan, and I do junk. Which is nice because it doesn't limit what I can put on the channel. So,
Yes.
yeah.
I fully appreciate that.
Everything's junk.
Yep. Junk equals everything. So. And I am gonna try to put up more videos. So.
Yep. Me too.
Depending. Yeah. No.
Right.
Well, if you compare like everything we've done, like with you and me, you've been a lot more active, mainly because you do the live streams.
Okay.
Yeah, which I
So not
just
even talking about
recently
back
started
catalog.
doing. Yeah.
Yeah. The live streams. Thank you, everyone who's been watching my live streams. That's what's been keeping my channel alive. Past couple months have been very interesting. I have a couple of videos shot. I need to get them written. Was just talking about how to actually schedule some time for myself so I can do that.
I know.
And
I'll read that.
anyway, I guess the video's out. What's going on?
Oh, I'm just laughing at Schultz Division telling Dan, don't put your junk on the channel. I was just laughing because I caught that out of the corner of my eye.
That's a different channel or a
That's
website.
a different channel. Yes. Welcome to my OnlyFans.
I want to stay on YouTube, so yeah, I won't be doing.
There was I saw was it a Vox video or something? One of those. There was a woman who, just as an experiment to see how well it would work, created an OnlyFans account and did the ankles. Yeah, the Victorian ankle shoots.
Yeah, I saw that one.
And it did really well.
Well, she is a famous YouTuber. She does her content's very catchy, and yeah. But
Jerry Can Cosplay. Dan does some awesome stuff, guys. Well, thank you, and you do as well. If any of my subscribers are watching right now, head on to Jerry and subscribe. Get him. Let's get him to 100. He's really close.
He's really close.
Yeah.
We've really pretty cool to get him to 100 today. Hey, it's just past 1 o'clock, isn't it?
yeah, it is.
All right. Well, before I get really involved with starting to play with foam clay to clean up the edges of these a little bit.
Are we going to try for foam clay?
Yeah, let's put foam clay on this so it can dry over the week.
Oh yeah, because we
Or the
actually
next
have
2
time to
3
do it
weeks.
nice and
Yeah, I actually have time to do it nice and neat because next weekend I'm going to be out of town, so I can't be here for a Sunday stream next weekend. Weekend after that, I'm going to be at Stockton Con. So if any of you are in the California Valley area, are near the city of Stockton, which is only about 40 minutes south of the city of Sacramento, I'm going to be at Stockton Con. I'm going to have a booth both days. Dan will probably be there Saturday, he was telling me. Possibly dressed as Death Scythe.
Yeah.
I'm officially inviting Felicia if she wants to go. I'm happy to have her be at the booth if she wants to go. Can stop by and pick her up. That's fine. But if you don't have time, that's okay too. I can appreciate that.
I haven't thought that far ahead, so it's a definite maybe.
A good strong maybe. So if you'll be able to see us there live and in person. But both of those means we won't be here streaming the next 2 weekends. So 3 weeks from today is the next time that we'll be back for a live stream, which will be, I think, the first weekend in March.
Okay.
Maybe not.
Depends. I am going to Southern California the 8th, 9th, and 10th for 100% sure.
Okay.
So whether I go slightly before or after may affect things.
Yeah.
But
Got that.
those days I 100% cannot do. Or
Right, I understand.
and it's
That's
like that
fine.
first little bit of March, so like as long as we're around that, I should be fine.
Okay, that's totally
So,
cool.
That's the only thing I have that I know will interrupt things.
Okay, no problem.
But after that, we should be good.
Okay.
Right? Things have gotten a little crazy. My schedule's changed.
Yeah, as they do. I can appreciate that. So yeah, we're both kind of in the similar. Yeah.
Yeah, working on it. So this is the last one for this month.
Yep.
March will start up again. It may not be the first week. It may not be the second week. We'll see which week it was, but we'll let you know before we do.
And if Dan's available, maybe we'll just do a stream with Dan without Felicia, and then we'll spend the entire stream, being asked, "Hey, where's Felicia?"
It's not like you haven't done that before.
It's not like we haven't done that before. Yes.
Yeah, if you're open to that.
Yeah.
I'm not opposed to it.
Okay. So yeah.
Bruno's like, I could be here.
I could be here, Mom. Meow.
He's sitting here meowing at us, isn't he?
Meowing like a giant snail under the sea. He lives in a pineapple.
Yes, he sounds like Gary, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
Oh,
He didn't like that. He erred me.
Jerry can cosplay. I can be your co-host in 3 weeks. I'll book the flights now.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Done deal.
And hopefully you'd be hitting 100 by then.
Yeah, hopefully. So we are having a quick little subscription drive to Jerry Can Cosplay's channel because he's almost to 100 subscribers. So if anybody who's popped in the last half hour and hasn't heard before, hey, Jerry Can Cosplay is a good friend of mine. He does his own YouTube channel way across the far side of the pond, not anywhere near me. But he's getting really close to 100 subscribers. So please pop over to his channel, hit subscribe, and don't worry. Jerry's content is really cool.
Yeah.
It's he's not going to flood you with a whole bunch of weird, AI spam stuff. It's just Jerry chilling and building cosplay props, and his videos are nice and relaxing, and you're chilling with Jerry. So yeah, please go subscribe. It doesn't hurt. Just go click the button. Give him one more number.
Steve D says, "Get rowing, Jerry."
Get rowing, Jerry. You can do it. But one of the things that we used to do at 1 o'clock was open up viewer mail. And I don't exactly have viewer mail, but I was given a gift this past week. Shop Gremlin, some of their co-workers was saying, "Oh, Odin's likes hot sauce. Here, try this one."
Oh, is that what that is?
That's what that is, sitting here on the table. It's been on the table the whole time. If you want to go to camera 2, it's the, is it Magnum 357 hot sauce? Yeah. I haven't opened it yet. It's still closed. And this, YouTube, this is not a bullet. It is a bullet-shaped object. It is a solid milled thing. What it is it unscrews. See, I've got a hold of the base here. The whole bullet unscrews off the bullet-looking thing, unscrews off the end, and now you have this little tiny spoon for tasting. Yeah, this looks like a bent screwdriver. This doesn't look like a spoon. This is smaller than the Victorian snuff, for the
drugs.
The drugs. Yeah, this is just okay, and it's a keychain so you can get kicked off airplane flights. But
I thought it was to put hot sauce in. That's what I thought this was, so you could have your own little travel hot sauce.
Yeah.
But no, it's just some kind of
it's
paraphernalia.
Mad Dog. It's not Magnum. It's Mad Dog 357. It's laser, or it's printed here on the side. So on the side of this cylinder, it's just a cylinder. See, it's just a hollow cylinder with threads on the end. It's just a cylinder that screws on the end, and the cylinder happens to be tapered on the other end. But anyway, it says it is 6 million Scoville, made with 6 million Scoville pepper extract. So 600,000 Scoville is what it claims to be as far as heat. So this shouldn't be as hot as those cheese balls. Go ahead and shouldn't be as hot as those cheese balls, but should still be nice and hot. I forgot to bring something down to test it with, so maybe we'll just burn our tongues directly. Or I'll burn my tongue directly. You are not required. I do have those cheese balls over there if you want to have one of those to cool down. No, you don't have to have any at all.
No, Bruno, you cannot have any.
That, with the cheese balls, I do require ice cream.
Yeah. What do I? Oh. I bet I'm smelling the grinding dust hitting the landing on the heater, because it's like, what the hell's that smell? That smells burning. What smells like burning?
Smells like burning. Yep.
Social vision. Dan looked fine last time. Well, there was ice cream.
There was ice cream last time. There's no ice cream this time.
And pizza and babinka.
Yep, and we have babinka again,
Oh
yes.
yeah, we have a bingo.
But that should not be spicy.
No, babinka should not be spicy.
No, don't want it to be.
But babinka could be a good, like, all right, I need out of this.
Yeah,
Right? Stand
that's
by.
your tap out.
Yep, that's my tap out. Because I got water over here. That's not going to do
No.
it. So, Lee, Geek Pride, another friend who has a YouTube channel and does podcasts and extreme foods. Have you had Mad Dog 357? I'm kind of curious what your opinion is. Because Lee's was the one that was really big on
The spicy.
the spices. And he does watch the streams.
How spicy does it smell? Does it make your eyes water?
No.
Okay.
It doesn't. It smells spicy. It smells sweet spicy, but it doesn't smell as spicy as the last drop. You know, which is over here, I think.
There's a lemon in there.
Yeah, there's some lemon in there. I mean, it smells good.
Yeah. It smells. Well, if it is hot, I would say it smells deceiving. Like, oh, it smells good.
Oh, that's right. It's in a different bag. Because I've still got that Apollo Hot Ones Last Drop hot sauce here in the shop, but it's over there somewhere. Okay, so got a little tiny taster spoon.
Richard Straw, Odin with hot sauce equals dragon. We'll see.
We'll see.
Or,
There it is.
I don't know, it's called Mad Dog. Maybe
I'm
he's
still-
going to be foaming at the mouth going, blah.
I know they give you such a little thing. to
Right.
Little
try.
taster stick.
Yeah.
Okay, it's got some bite to it. Warning, this sauce is very hot. Use at your own risk.
Very well put, Bruno.
Yeah, vinegar, chili extract, evaporated cane juice, habanero, peppers, garlic, onion, 160,000 Scoville cayenne peppers, spices, and xanthian gum.
Xanthian gum.
Yeah,
Did you shake it first?
I did.
Yeah, I saw you. I
Shake it,
thought I
shake
Oh,
it.
yeah, you did. Sorry.
Yeah, okay. If you're going to eat it straight, the little taster spoon's a good idea. And now that I put that in my mouth, no one else will, and that's fine.
Need some dino nuggets.
Those some dino nuggets. We have some. They're just up front and frozen. These will cook them in an instant.
Schultz Division says, I have some chili powder from my brother's farm, but I don't dare to send it per mail.
Don't dare. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, this doesn't smell nearly as hot as it is. It's good and hot. It's got a nice burn on my tongue.
Yeah. My mother-in-law used to make the chili fresh, and so she'd burn all the chilies on the oven before she grind them up, because
Oh,
it makes
okay.
them taste like significantly better.
Yes, it does.
She's an amazing person, but oh my gosh, does walking into that house smell like you walked into pepper spray, and I'm like, I can't be here. I'm gonna go have an asthma attack over there. That smells like spicy. Yes.
That's a spicy meatball.
It's a spicy meatball. Yeah. Awesome lips.
Yeah.
Odin's gonna burn his tongue. It's
Oh, I have.
hot. Are you
I have.
fixing my
I'm
glasses?
trying to.
Yeah.
You don't have to, because those are just. It's on a strip of sticky, and that whole strip isn't attached. Is that
Right.
bothering you?
Yes, it has for a long time. It is hot. My tongue is definitely burning. I'm salivating. I'm going to live.
You're turning more and more red.
Am I? Awesome.
Well, last time when you ate it, you went really pink, but you couldn't see it.
Couldn't see it.
Like you could kind of see it on camera.
Okay.
Yeah,
But-
we all turned red. Mariah would turn green according
Yeah.
to you.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, like everybody's faces were changing colors before me. I'm like, are y'all okay?
What was great was the first time, I started losing my voice or whatever. I started, because I started having physical reactions to it, which hopefully I won't with this one because of the amount I had. But,
Yeah.
no, that spoon works as a taster spoon. What I don't understand is this. You only need one drop. It's like, it's not going to magically spread over the entire burrito as one drop. Now, if I'm only adding one drop to something that I'm cooking, yeah, okay. But still, the flavor of the hot sauce isn't going to magically go into what I'm cooking.
Yes, but if you do the first drop in your first bite, then that spicy kind of continues throughout the whole.
Okay. Hey, my nose is running. That's a good indication of it being hot.
The real monkey. So it turned into a VeggieTales stream. Is it?
What?
I don't get it.
Because we're eating hot stuff?
I guess.
Jerry Ken Cosplay says, give Schultz business some love too, guys. He created my new title. It's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
So, Jerry, when you start making the big bucks, is a certain percentage going to Schultz? For the intro? I need to update my intro. Need a one where it shows the Gundam in it, at least.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Now it's not flopping.
So, Shop Gremlin, yes. And you can let your coworkers know that, yes, this is a hot sauce. Yes, this is still hot on my tongue. Hasn't gone away. My nose is still running. And I've had that much. You can't even see it on camera. That much.
It's like a little Lego shovel.
It's like it's smaller than that.
Camera.
That much. Two. Just hit cut. That much. Like, how big is that much? Let's see. We'll go on. We'll go millimeters because most people know what that is. And this spoon is, what is that? 3 millimeters wide. So it's a tiny bit wider than the foam we just smooshed.
Yeah.
And 5.5 millimeters long, and doesn't have a bowl at all. It's just kind of a mashed flat screwdriver.
Shovel.
Yeah.
Yeah, so roughly 15 square millimeters.
Yeah, roughly. Yeah. And yes, it is hot. It is still hot. So I'm putting this on my burrito later today.
How much?
Okay.
That can certainly make Del Taco edible.
So we need to get some foam clay.
We need to get some foam clay.
I remember it being over there. Is it still
It's
in
still
that
mostly in
vicinity?
this vicinity.
Do I need to climb some things for you? Or
Only if you have a whip and a hat.
Dun 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 dun. Dun dun dun. It's a little crazy. Just a little.
this one turned out too bad.
Right?
Yeah.
What?
It has some built-in wear and tear, that's all.
Yeah.
You see, I grip it like hell when I use it.
Ooh, there's no point airbrushing hot sauces to the way to go. You're just making pepper spray. It's just pepper spray at that point.
Now you gotta make
That
pepper
would,
spray.
yeah, there's
At
so
that
many.
point, just put it in a squirt bottle.
You know, I haven't used just straight pepper spray as a hot sauce yet.
Oh, don't.
Would it
I'm
even
sure
work?
someone has.
I'm sure someone has.
It does have that flavor. I've been bear maced before.
You've been bear maced? Okay.
On accident. My best friend's mom, wanted to make sure my friend's safe, so she keeps bear mace in her car, for emergencies. It's under the seat. My little brother was doing his seatbelt and he kicked it, and I was looking down to get my seatbelt, and it just sprayed right up in my face when he kicked it.
Wow.
Yeah. So, it's pretty spicy. It's very, very spicy. That's why I'm like, I have no desire to go through that again, even on a pretend level. No, thank you. Yeah. But, I held it together pretty well until I realized what it was, because I was like, why does hairspray bother me? And I was like, why can't I figure out how to open this door now at this point?
Right. Why am I so, yeah.
And then my friend's like, you just got pepper spray. And I was like, how can that make sense? Oh, this does hurt.
Right.
Yeah.
Sounds like the little kid that's like, I fell. I'm hurt. Do I looks at mom. Should I be hurt? Am I hurt?
Yeah, that's what it was. It was like, am I registering pain? I am registering. I'm registering pain. Once you give yourself permission to, like, yes, this does hurt, it does hurt.
Yep.
But it's so numb at the first moment because you're like, wait, what's going on? Anyways.
Jerry is at 97.
There's a 97.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone. Thank all 13 of you who have jumped over and done that.
You've stepped it up, yep.
I don't know what language that is.
It's kitties.
Kitties.
Complainies.
Oh, yep. Richard Stroh. If I got sprayed by mace or pepper spray, it would be like the cussing episode of SpongeBob.
Beep, 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 beep.
Oh, yeah. Anyways, survived.
Survived.
I'm not going to do that again, but also I do know that if I have to pepper spray somebody, that I can hold it together
Well, that's
to
good.
get away. You know, like if you're gonna hurt more. Just saying.
Make that 98, Jerry.
Where's Nice, really?
Yeah. I hopped on my other account.
Okay. Well, that's a thought. Yeah, I wonder. All right.
Yes, Sharp Shot FX just today got the worst idea. Wrist-mounted pepper spray. Yes, that would be a terrible idea.
Web shooter pepper spray.
I feel like I would just spray myself over and over
You
every
gotta,
time.
yeah. See where the breeze is coming first, then you spray.
Let me. Yes. And if it's too complicated to open, then it does no good. Ah, I have something in my eye.
That's what I want.
What'd you get? Oh, the water?
Clean water. Yep.
Not the dirty kind?
Not the dirty kind. Well, it just is a little.
More the bottle.
Yeah, it's the bottle, so I can smooth the foam clay.
And it
Although
can
it's
melt.
got goo on the end of it, so it's not good.
Not really clean.
Jerry King Cosplay says,
Yeah,
"You're the
that's
man, Dan."
You're welcome. Come on, 2 more.
Just 2 more.
Oh, look at Dan. Schultz Division says, Dan, if I can help you out with anything, hit me up on the Discord.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
Sweet.
way to go, Schultz Division.
Yeah. Thank you.
Help a fella out.
I will keep you in mind.
Yes.
Yeah, something got cosplay repair. It got in the end of the water here, like super glue or something.
Well, we had to glue the lid shut, so that's why it transferred well, right?
Yeah, that's it. So it wouldn't leak. Yeah. Oh, look, and it's still not coming out.
We did a good job.
Yeah.
We did a very, very good job.
Looks like Jerry hit 100.
Did he?
Yeah.
Go,
Oh, damn.
Jerry!
Congratulations,
Congrats,
Jerry.
My little meowing dog.
Yes.
$102.
102.
Nice.
Well, everyone, thank you for everyone who's watching for jumping over and helping Jerry get into the triple digits. That is very much appreciated.
Keep it up.
Keep it up! So I've heard that if within the next half hour we can actually hit 150 subscribers on Jerry's channel, Dan will do a whole cap full of Mad Dog 357.
This will be your most viewed stream yet.
I fixed it.
You fixed it!
Did I fix it?
You fixed it.
Yes.
So do you remember working with those gum erasers, the erasers that were kind of like clay? Mm-hmm. That's exactly what working with this stuff is like, especially this stuff that's a little older. So if you wanted to play with it, I would drip a little bit of water on the fuzzy end.
Oh, we're just live and I'm getting a text message.
Okay. Somebody letting you know that, anyway, the water seems to help a lot with smoothing the clay out and getting it to stick to an object. Oh, this is pretty rough, so it'll stick pretty well. And then if you put water after the fact, just a couple of drops, you can run your finger over it and really help smooth it out and feather the edge a lot.
Yeah.
To
Blend it in more so you have less material to sand off and smooth it out. Yeah.
This is the one that had the messed
Yeah.
up spots, so
Oh, okay.
I'm bringing it to the front. Otherwise, I would only do the ends.
Wolverine Scratch. Hey y'all, welcome.
Who? Wolverine Scratch?
Yeah.
Welcome,
Good name.
welcome to the stream. Glad you could make it.
So we're still working on the grips for the Neutrona wand. We've got them covered with a 2mm foam, and now we're trying to make the ends look all pretty. Then we can sand the insides down round, and then maybe it can be the first object that can get coated with creature cast. Because I do believe
Well, we
I've
have to-
got some...
Sand it down, don't
Yeah,
we?
we gotta sand it down first.
Okay.
I was trying to say that.
I didn't. Yeah.
It's okay. I get caught up with what I'm doing. I miss some of the things being said around me too. All the time.
We're human.
Yeah, we're human.
Dang it, not being a robot. So, we want to creature cast these
Yeah,
first
creature
as a
cast
test.
these. Yeah, I think so. Now the softest creature cast that I have, which these don't have to be super soft, is more of a natural color. It's more. It should end up looking more like dried latex instead of black. So we can either add some pigment to it, or add something to it, or just use the next softest that I've got, which is what Jerry got us, which was the semi-rigid, I think, or There's four layers of softness. I'm still salivating from the hot sauce, by the way. There's 4 different layers of softness to the creature cast. There's one that's just like latex, up to one that's called rigid. That's supposed to be actually hard and stiff, and that's what I plan on spraying onto the wand and onto the backpack. But we'll use the softer ones on the grips.
That way we get to try it out on
Yeah.
a small section and see if we even like it.
That's true. Well, something we haven't put much effort into. Anyway,
There's been a lot more effort than
yeah, we put a
we
lot.
tried to put into it.
Jerry can cosplay. Oh crap! Now I have to do that giveaway. Yeah, get on it.
Nuts. Now I got subscribers. That means I got responsibilities. Well, Jerry, congratulations on breaking 3 digits for your
Subscription.
That one's it.
Yeah, congrats. Ace is saying a cat toy giveaway.
A cat toy giveaway. I grabbed your piece because the bag
You're
went over
fine.
there.
Oh, sorry. You're fine. I just was trying to get. This is where they had all the bumps, and it's really smooth now.
Okay,
So I was
nice.
just trying to take it in, you know.
Yeah.
Social Vision. Well, Jerry's retirement is assured.
Yep.
I'm gonna hit the sheets. Have a good day, everyone, and to leave a like on the stream. Schultz out. Well, thank you, Schultz.
Thank you, Schultz.
Yes, thank you for being here. We're almost there.
We're almost there.
A little while.
Yeah.
Getting there. Bruno, calm down. He's ready to go home.
And that's not what dogs tend to do. Where are you going? Take me with you. Take me with you. You take him with you. Why'd you bring me here?
I'm
Why'd you bring me here?
Oh, this is boring. There's no
I
food
want to
here.
go home.
Yes.
Smoosh it and you smoosh it.
Yep. Smoosh it and smear it and
Smoosh it and you smoosh it.
try and make it look purty. Just so you can spray it with yet another covering.
Oh, this is the one he cuts. Yeah.
I'm just putting a single drop on the end and then smearing it around. It dries, which is fine. And I'm realizing I don't need to stress about the middle, so we're going to cut that out anyway.
Right? I was
It took me a minute to remember. Oh yeah, don't worry
just
about that.
do- yeah.
Well, side quest accomplished. What's next?
Steve D, Jerry, you can give away a piece of that big brown roll of leather you have. Yeah.
Wait, it's
You
gonna-
got 30 or so meters of that?
30 meters
Yeah.
of leather. What?
Is it real leather?
Wait, yeah. What the heck was
I
big
know.
enough to make that?
When I saw that, I'm like, what?
Yeah, because you can only buy them by hide. So how do you?
Right.
Did they sew? Is it a patchwork leather? Or how fat was the cow?
I don't know. He was just using strips of it for the handle
Okay.
on the hammer.
Because then it's like, is it vinyl? Is it real leather? I have questions.
Yeah, but still, that's a lot.
It's a lot, yeah, but still, lots of questions. Like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Where'd you get this? How'd you source it? Is it like matched by texture, by thickness? You know, because leather's really complicated. You really only get it by hide.
Yeah.
That's a big cow.
Yeah.
It's a very big cow, or bison, or welcome to
Elephant?
Leather Park.
The real,
That's a
monkey,
different stream. All right.
the real monkey. It was from a dinosaur. Oh, Jerry says, I can't say where I got it, but someone didn't want it, so now it's mine.
How big is it? The leather.
No, not my precious.
Wolverine Scratch, who is the fella on the right? Which right?
Hello, my name's Odin.
Hi, I'm Felicia.
And I'm Dan.
Introductions have been made.
Wolverine Scratch Dan Does Junk is another friend and a fellow patron who has a YouTube channel called Dan Does Junk. Happens to live close enough that on occasion he enjoys coming up and giving us a hand with being in-house moderator and co-host.
Yeah, and thank you guys again for welcoming me back.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
We even had hot sauce today.
Yes, I have a channel called Dan Does Junk. It's just me doing pretty much whatever I want. 'Cause junk equals anything. And thanks to Odin, I did get into prop and cosplay as well.
Oh,
So,
okay.
yeah.
Oh, wow.
And I do plan on doing more of those types of videos. And live streams whenever I'm in the mood for those.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, if I didn't schedule my live streams, they probably wouldn't happen.
Right? If I didn't show up.
Sometimes, yeah. Okay, I gotta get going because Felicia's here.
I have a blister. I didn't even touch anything hot.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
You didn't touch the...
No? Oh well.
But you were using the heat gun and stuff. Did you get yourself at all with that?
I didn't
No?
feel it if I did.
It also happens when you rub something too much as well
Yeah.
on your finger.
Yeah, okay.
It could have been that because I was using this finger to smooth it
Cover it
out.
with some foam click.
I know, right?
We take the rotary tool and take that blister right off.
Right?
Yeah.
Get my calluses down.
Yep, totally.
I was gonna say, I just touch a bar and all of a sudden my calluses all come back. Like it was never gone. Oh, Felicia poked the hot sauce.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah. Anyways. This feels smooth. It doesn't look as smooth as it feels. But
Yeah.
I like that Advixen. Odin, Felicia, Dan, Toby, Bruno, with our powers combined, it's Captain Maker! Can get something accomplished, or less. I don't know, Toby and Bruno.
Wow, look at, there's the roll that Jerry posted.
Oh, wow.
And that's actual real leather.
Is it real leather, Jerry?
I want to
Can't be actual real leather.
Right? Because real leather does
Does
not
not come on rolls that are cut like that with frayed
Yeah.
edges. No. That's some sort of ultra suede or
Looking
something.
at it,
So, I forget if he mentions it in his video.
I would believe it. It
Huh.
is finished. Is there any seaming going on?
Yeah, that's not possible, huh? If it's
Stitched together.
stitched together.
Like they did all the finishing and then they rolled it and stitched it. Because I could see that happening for like couch making. That's why I like to salvage leather from couches. Because you
Okay.
get the
Yeah.
large pieces that have been
Okay.
color graded. Because you know you have to put like the same hide next to the same hide so that it looks.
So it looks like it matches and it's all the same.
Because even though it's like when you work with the floor mat foam, you know how it's all different thicknesses?
Yeah.
So is a
Yeah.
hide in general. There are thicker parts of the hide and thinner parts of
Yeah.
the hide. And then there are darker to lighter, and they all accept the dye slightly ever so different.
Yeah.
And in a couch, they pre-decide where everything goes, so it looks very cohesive
Yes.
on a big area.
Which is probably part of the art of putting together the couch. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why I like harvesting leather from a leather couch. If it's gonna go to the dump anyways, that's like amazing large pieces of leather
They do all that
that have been
work for
patched
you.
together.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know,
that-
I hadn't even considered that it could be upholstery leather.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's why I'm like, well, is it made for a couch? Has it been pre-seamed? You know, that's
Jerry's saying it's probably faux leather, to be honest.
okay. That makes way more sense to be
Yeah.
on a roll like that. Still great quality, but
Yeah.
like don't buy leather on the roll. That's weird. I know that's you don't necessarily know that, but you don't buy it on a roll. You buy it by the hide, and maybe a portion of the hide. You can still get it by the yard, but there's a limit to the size you can get by how big the animal is.
So I don't know if they're still around or not, but there used to be a place called the Napa Hide House, not too far from here, down in Napa Valley. I went there in the '90s, but yeah, they were a wholesaler, but you could walk in and will call stuff anyway. And yeah, I remember buying quarters of cow hides and things because they had their huge dye lots. They would do their own leather. They would have those huge dye lots that were all color matched, so you could buy tons of hides that were all the same exact color. But around the back, there was a little aisle full of the mismatched stuff, and you could go back there and buy whatever you wanted at a huge discount.
Because when you're doing little tiny pieces, you don't mind that they don't all match. But when you have
Yeah.
a giant chair, these two pieces
need
don't
to
work
match.
together.
So that place
Yeah.
was great.
I never went there. My current local sources, World Class Textiles is the cheapest price. They don't have the largest selection, but they have the
They do have leather?
They do have leather, they do have hides,
Okay.
and it is very reasonably priced.
Yes,
Like,
because it's off the cuff. It's great.
and but Tandy leather. I
Yeah.
would go there.
Yeah, the leather I have right now is all from Tandy.
Yeah. But mostly I prefer to use recycled stuff from the thrift store in general.
Yeah.
Large ugly coats. The uglier the item, the cheaper the leather.
Yep.
Yeah.
Totally.
So
I haven't gotten into using leather at all yet. My mind is in like
it's similar
Mecha-
techniques to using foam.
yeah.
A
It
lot
really
of
is.
the techniques are that they cross over very easily
Hmm.
between leather and foam. Leather is like working with meat. Like you
Okay.
cook it when you're grinding it and stuff like that, but and-
Smells awful when you laser cut it.
yeah. Don't want to get it wet with water unless you're trying to do a certain technique. So you do want to use water, but yeah. Yeah, it's way more, it's special needs, but it's not that hard to work with. You don't have to finish the edges.
Okay. Yeah, it's mainly because my mind is in like mecha robot mode, so there's not really
Yeah,
too much use for certain materials. So
I get that.
Yeah.
I understand that.
I get it.
Stay. So it's taken a while. I barely have the sensation of hot sauce at this point.
Jerry King Paws played. Either way, I got it for free. The best kind, right?
Yes.
The best kind.
Yeah, I still have a roll of vinyl that I got for free that I have been using for everything. I made coats and tablecloth covers and crazy projects. I feel like we've done things where I pulled out that clear plastic vinyl because it's
Yeah, you have.
yeah, all the time, but it was free. Yeah.
that's the best price. Yeah. My MIG welder was free.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I had to go. I went on a buying trip for the costume shop years ago, and I was buying out old wholesale. They had a lot of vintage clothing, a lot of weird and crazy stuff, and they had this giant pile of old fabrics, like rolls of fabrics, just somebody's fabric stash. Nobody but me bid on that, and I was like, because I ended up loading up my entire car, and at the time was the Blazer,
Okay.
to the brim
To the brim.
with fabric and costumes from that thing, and I think I only spent like $200 total and $50 on the fabric,
Okay.
and that was because nobody else bid on it. And he's like, please don't go lower than that. And I'm like, like I know what I'm getting. That is a fine price. And that giant roll of vinyl was in there,
Okay.
and so like when I brought that to the costume shop, Jim's like, what would I ever use this for? And like, what are you talking about? I'll take it. He's like, take it. Yes. And I've used that stuff
Oh,
like
ye
crazy.
with little vision.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? At the costume shop of all places too.
Yep. Yeah. I'm immediately remembering. I've often talked about. So you get those. Ryobi sent me one. A Yeti makes them. It's an insulated thing. You put your drink in, right? You screw the top down. So it's this can
Cozy
thing,
Yeah.
insulator. I've always looked at those going, why would I want one of those? I drink them too fast. It's not like I sip it and set it down. It has to stay cold a long time. Why would I want one of those? Now that I actually take my lunch to work, yeah, that works great. As well as I realized, oh, hey, when I'm drinking it and I set it down, I'm not holding the cold can.
Those tiny luxuries you never knew.
Yeah, I never even considered. It was strictly this is to keep it cold while I'm drinking it, but I'm going to drink it too fast, so I don't need it. No, I'm wrong.
Spike 2220 says leather crafting is something I've always wanted to do. Definitely only to-do list.
Yep. Leather crafting sounds intimidating, and it sounds like it could be expensive to get into. It is worth it. It's fun, even if you're just making, straps and banging rivets together. Don't be too intimidated. If you want to get into leather crafting, do it.
You don't have to finish your edges.
Nope.
If you sew it, your holes are permanent. So once
Yeah.
you poke a hole, the hole is there, and that's why a lot of people do get intimidated by sewing with leather. But it's really, really easy to hem leather. You just use contact cement You
Yep.
use contact cement, fold it over, and you smash it with a rubber mallet.
Yep.
You smash it with a hammer. I like it when I'm sewing with leather and I'm sitting there banging with a hammer and it's like, what are you doing? I'm sewing!
I'm hemming.
Yep. I'm making it pretty.
I'm sewing! Yeah, I always laugh whenever I pull out the hammer while I'm sewing. Yeah.
Tools of the trade.
Well, look at him meowing. You guys heard that meow, right?
I heard that meow. That cat is a bad influence.
Right? Right.
Awesome Lips. How's your day going today, Odin and Felicia and Dan?
Pretty darn good so far. I've had a very enjoyable morning spending my time with my friends on a live stream.
Yeah.
I was like, who are your friends?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who?
Whoever they are.
Where, what were you doing this
What is
morning?
this live stream we're talking
What's this? Yeah, I don't know. I'm hanging out in your shop.
When they get here?
I can't wait to meet him. Wait. You got friends?
Oh, it's like when we looked for Bruno and he's run away and then he's like coming, what are we looking for?
Yep.
Wolverine Scratch. What is that sound in the background? It's about to get all the exorcists up in there.
It is this kitty cat,
Yep.
not a cat. Is this baby whining to be picked up and held?
Yep.
There's no floating girl in white on the ceiling corner over there. It's just Bruno.
I'm going to need an old priest and a young priest.
Yeah.
And
Will you give the dog attention so he stops meowing? Yes, Steve. He was getting very vocal to me.
He was, yeah.
Wasn't he?
the sad thing is, if you give the dog attention so he stops meowing, he's learned, oh, if I meow, I get attention.
Right? It worked. I shall do it more. Meow, 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 meow. But he does sound like Gary meowing, doesn't he?
He does. He sounds a lot like Gary meowing.
So smooth. I like this. It's just very peaceful, just kind of zen.
Yeah.
Just make it smooth. And you smoosh it and you smoosh it.
Smoosh it, and get a little wet again, and smoosh it some more.
Yeah.
And get it to really start to dissolve and get really thin. And
My very first foam project was that dress form that I made that I never released the video for.
yeah, I get it. I got some videos I haven't released.
And the whole time I was like, you smoosh it and you smoosh it and you gotta smoosh it, and I don't think I smooshed it enough. And I feel like that is what foam crafting is. It's just you smoosh it and you smoosh it, and you gotta smoosh it, and then you smoosh it.
Smoosh it. Yes.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, when I put on my Gundam suit, there's some smooshing involved.
Yep.
Because I used to work for Smosh and now I smoosh.
Yep. Yeah, it was yesterday I was painting some stuff for an upcoming photo shoot, and the person I was working with previously worked at Smosh, and they were saying at one point, yeah, we're running out of time, just go ahead and Smosh it. Just, it's time for gaff tape and Smosh it. Yeah.
I've given that
That talk.
on set. It's like we are past doing it nicely. We are on to duct tape and prayers.
Yep.
That is what we have time for. We do not have time for it to be the right. It just duct tape and prayers
Duct tape and prayers and done.
and done. Because it just needs to look pretty for camera.
Yeah. It needs to look pretty for the next 48 hours, and then it's dumpster.
Yeah.
Which it's not.
That Barbie car lasted for a while. Is it still up there? It was right there, wasn't it?
No, that car's gone.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
that got pulled down for one more photo shoot, and it got repainted bright yellow or something.
2 more photo shoots because I used it before.
Well, one last photo shoot that got pulled down for, and it
Okay.
got cut up. And it was the car crashing into the model's house that he did with it, and then that was the end of it.
Okay. So it's gone.
Yeah. So if you go look up Raul Gonzo on Instagram, I'm pretty sure you can find in the back catalog.
I don't think he's.
He hasn't posted that one?
No, I think he goes through and periodically deletes old stuff.
Oh, he might.
So that's one of those things. If you don't see his current stuff.
You're not going to see it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What an artist.
Right. It really sucks when I'm trying to oh yeah, I need to go get some of my old work.
Oh, it's gone.
Yeah. Well, it's okay.
Yeah.
Wolverine Scratch says, Odin, please answer.
Hello, Wolverine Scratch.
Do you have any Dead Space props?
No, I don't. I know the remake just got re-released, right?
Yeah.
It was a remake, right? It was a...
Yeah, remake.
And I know Kyle Hill just did a video about cracking planets for mining. But no, I haven't made any Dead Space props. I've always liked the art that I've seen from the game. I've never played it. Haven't watched too much on playthroughs. I think I've seen some trailers and a few other things. I know, once again, Steve at SKS Props, one of his first cosplays and one of his first props he did was Dead Space stuff. So, he's done some things. No, that'd be cool, because I like the look. So, yeah.
Austin Lips. He's half dog and half cat.
It's cat dog.
Cat
It's
dog.
cat dog.
I got him a new cat overlord, and so now he thinks he's cat.
Yes.
That is what happened.
That is what happened.
He got a new owner, a new cat to take care of him.
Yep. And she does.
He.
He. Oh, excuse me. He. He
Spooky's
does.
a boy.
Spooky's he. Okay.
Yeah.
Spook he.
Spook he.
he.
Spook he. Spook ha. Spook ha ha.
Spooky. Ooh ha ha ha.
Ooh ha ha. Yeah.
Shark great. Ooh ha ha ha.
Jerry can cosplay. I'm playing Dead Space as we speak.
Nice. I am interested in Tears of the Kingdom because I really enjoyed Breath of the Wild, and so the fact that Tears of the Kingdom is finally coming out here very soon, I won't get it launch day. That's not going to happen. But and that's not like a challenge or anything. I don't think it's going to happen. But I do want to play it because I really enjoyed Breath of the Wild, and so I'm looking forward to the new Zelda game. Yeah.
Got my hair stuck in it. Crafting with long hair.
Done that. I've done that with when my craft was the long hair, not my hair, but
Steve D, does the cat bark?
I'm
yes.
sad if Spooky barks.
You know, I'm not 100% sure that he doesn't.
Probably when you're
Okay.
not.
Not that I'm watching, but my cat's a smart cat.
Yeah.
Like, I definitely got Toby and Bruno in Overlord.
I'm afraid of what you guys found.
Right? What are they chewing on?
I don't know. I hear a bunch of licking, slurping.
What are y'all eating? No.
Most of the stuff in this shop is toxic.
Well, he did find your beef jerky wrapper earlier.
Oh. Sorry.
No, it's okay. But I'm just like, what is it? And then I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. So he will find it if you leave
Yeah,
it.
it smells good. I haven't had the dog treats in a very long time.
Yes, but they're still conditioned to know that your bandsaw means dog treats.
Dog treats. So I got these really long bully sticks from Costco, which was just a little too much. I felt it was more being stingy. They were a little too much to give each one of them one when it was like $20 for 10 of them. So I'd cut them kind of in 1/3, 2/3, and give them to the dogs.
Oh, yeah. And so they are totally trained. Power tools means
I'm gonna get a treat here.
Yep. Aw, Louis Cossey, I can't get used to these Sunday shows.
I'm sorry, Louis.
You get a couple weeks off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining in, Louis. And hey, if you haven't, jump over to Jerry Can Cosplay. He's got a channel right here on YouTube. We were doing a subscriber drive for Jerry to make him break 100 subscribers. We actually managed to do that.
Yeah.
But if you don't mind jumping over and subscribing, that would be awesome because it's like a fun day for Jerry. And he said that if he broke 100 subscribers, he would do a giveaway, right?
Yeah.
So now he's committed.
Right.
Yeah, stop playing Dead Space and get to work.
I think if I was to do a giveaway, I would do a pattern, like a custom pattern to
that's cool.
measurements.
So what is your subscription number?
My
Do you remember?
subscription number?
Yeah, where are you at?
I have not broken 600. I've been at that 500 mark for
I
a
can
year.
appreciate that. That's right. I've been right at that 600 mark for a long time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Different factor of 10, but still.
I'm okay staying nice and small because, I don't know, it's intimidating having a lot of viewers and stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't mind staying small. I've been enjoying it.
Cool.
But yeah.
Dan, just kind of curious.
I'm at least 1,500.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Not bad.
And it's kind of... Well, when I look at the analytics, it says I earn more, but I'm looking at the actual number, and that doesn't move. I'm like, okay, how does that work?
Yeah, how do those two
The
work?
math.
I don't know. Wolverine Scratch. Felicia, are you still doing live streams? Yes, I just did one was it Thursday or Friday, where I made a dress out of a scarf?
Yeah,
Butterfly
Thursday,
scarf,
I think.
Yeah. I thought that was very. I got a finished project in one stream, and I was like, yes.
And it was hand done, hand stitched.
Yeah.
Oh wow,
And
really?
sewn.
Yeah, because I was like, I can do the sewing project. You know what? Let me just, like, right before the stream start, let me just not use my sewing machine because I think I can do it in that time frame without a sewing machine.
Fun. It's a
Yeah.
little challenge.
Yeah. And I like the way it turned out. I need somewhere to go run around like a butterfly now.
Well, spring's coming up.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm ready
Yeah.
for it.
Find a nice flowery field and just.
If it was a red or a pink or some kind of more Valentine's Day butterfly, I think I would have worn it for Valentine's Day, but
Okay.
it's not the right color, so I'll have to do a new dress for that. But
You had a whole car full of fabric. You can make dresses.
One big old butterfly wing.
oh my gosh, I try not to collect fabric.
Right. I can appreciate that.
So like
Boy, can I appreciate that.
I also, if a scrap is like less than a yard, I genuinely try not to keep it. There are some vintage fabrics, leathers, specialties, blah, 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 blah.
Right,
But in general, like, I don't like holding on to scraps. I just don't have the space or the mental capacity to hold on to that much.
Right. And what are you going to do with less than a yard of brown cloth?
Oh, a lot.
Okay, well, fuck.
A lot. But that's the thing. It's like I always can, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I try to just only keep giant, like, big rolls of fabric because then you could do huge projects.
Okay.
I don't know. I try not to.
You never know what'll come up. So
Yeah.
that's the thing. Like, it could be years until something comes up to finally use certain things.
A project that's worthy of this fabric, more like, because
Yeah.
like I have a great piece of fabric, and just like the idea isn't worthy for the fabric. Like I'm not going to cut up that and waste it
On
Yeah.
that.
on that.
Yeah.
Right.
I've been there.
Right. It's just that's why I try not to buy projects, but it happens. Every once in a while, you have a really good piece of fabric. I did use one of my stashed fabrics though to make the. Remember when I made all those jumpsuits? The
Yeah.
pantsuits.
Yeah.
It was because I was trying to figure out the pattern for the one fabric that I
Right.
didn't want to waste with all the faces on it, that vintage 70s.
That then only had a two-way stretch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But I still wear it and it's still cute and totally a good use of that fabric. I do
good.
not regret turning that into a jumpsuit, but...
So was it Robert Weiss, the costume designer? He was a costume designer for Star Trek and got to be the costume designer for Star Trek: The Motion Picture. Because at the time Star Trek, this is a 1978, 1979 Star Trek: The Motion Picture. It was the big theatrical release of Here Comes Star Trek on the mainstream. So Paramount opened up their vault, their fabric vault, said, "Here, have at it. You need to make aliens."
Ooh.
And so he was allowed to use any fabric in there at all. And he found some vintage fabrics from the 40s that actually had gold in the fabric. That was like, this stuff is $10,000 for the bolt, and I get to make a spacesuit out of it.
Wow.
And so we did real
That's
simple,
like my
basic
dream
stuff.
job.
Yeah.
Please invent alien spacesuits. Yes,
Yes,
please. Can
please.
I? Seriously, like that would be my dream job.
Yeah.
Especially out of vintage fabrics, retrofuturism. That'd be so
Oh,
Yeah. Oh, it was really cool.
I feel like Star Trek, they always try and do the unitard or bodysuit, and then they
Yeah.
always realize that that's a stupid idea because crotch depth is a thing. And modern stretchy fabrics make a big difference, but then you have to use the stretch in the right way. Anyways,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's what I think about Star Trek is that they keep trying to do bodysuits, and then
Yeah, they do.
Just can we protect? Like the waist seam exists for a reason. Yeah, that's just
Yeah.
my opinion of that.
No,
But
that's fine.
In general, I do like space costumes.
Got a bit of a subscriber drive here.
Sweet.
Moon Ice 2K 588. Everyone sub Felicia, get her past 600.
Nice.
It's a secret. I like having a small community. It's really nice when I go live. It's like I kind of know people.
So the goal is 666 subscribers for Felicia, and she'll
Yes.
make a devil outfit.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, that's a good goal. Big Bob's Props has 13.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Go subscribe to Big Bob's
Yeah,
Props.
go subscribe
Yeah.
to Big Bob Props.
Subscribe to everyone.
Have I subscribed to Big Bob Props?
I believe I have. Yeah.
I need to pull up my phone and take a look. I don't know if I subscribed to Big Bob's
Right? I'm
Props.
gonna have to go
Let me
do
set
a like
this
little
down.
subscription spree
Yeah.
when I get off the stream.
Hey, my phone's in my pocket. Watch me have text telling me how I said stuff wrong.
Yes.
Wolverine Scratch. Oh yeah, I better get something for my wife on Valentine's Day. I already got something for my girlfriend.
Ace, do give a giveaway, Felicia. I need a pattern for a welder's jacket. Well, you can.
Huh.
You don't need me to do a custom pattern for that. I would probably break down a jacket pattern because you have a lot of positive ease. It's most of the shoulder to shoulder that you need. But yes.
The Real Malky has 21 subscribers.
That's Big Bob Props.
Big Bob's Props has 13.
Bob's Props.
Yes.
Search.
What's everybody's plans
Big
for
Bob's Props. There it is.
Valentine's Day?
13 subscribers.
Chocolate.
Subscribe.
14.
14.
Oh, look at you.
14 subscribers. 3 videos. Big Bob's Props. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Green Ranger. Dagger. Fortnite Tactical SMG prop build. Guns are fun, but be careful because when you start monetizing, guns can get really weird on YouTube.
Yeah, what does Adam Savage, the term he uses?
Gun-shaped object.
GSO?
Yeah,
Okay.
which it doesn't matter at all. William Shakespeare got demonetized for making an Orville banana blaster. It looks like a banana. Doesn't even have a trigger. And he still got demonetized. Adam Savage is just Adam Savage,
Yeah.
so he gets away with it. Or they don't notice. Tested doesn't notice. What was one of the other ones there? The Big Bob's Props. Who was the other one?
The Real Malky
Real Mulkey. Real.
has 21.
Wolverine Scratch. Everyone's favorite chocolate. Snickers and Reese's.
My favorite chocolate is chocolate.
Favorite chocolate is chocolate.
Well,
Ooh, I spelled Mulkey. Oh.
Hershey's chocolate technically doesn't have cocoa beans in it, or cacao, or it's mostly just flavored sugar, milk.
Real Mulkey. The Real Mulkey Pablo was massively toxic. That's not it. I'm not seeing. How's Mulkey's name spelled? Is it the Real Mulkey?
Yeah, the Real Malky.
Okay, that's what I'm probably doing
All in
wrong.
one.
All in one.
Yeah.
Ooh, Dove milk chocolate. Still like Snickers better. I would totally take a Snickers over.
I'm a big peanut butter and chocolate, so
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
Reese's and I like Reese's Pieces and yeah.
I'm like Reese's and Snickers. Like, those are the ones first in the Halloween candy. Like, I can sit and eat a bag all by myself
Yep.
of both of those.
Yep.
Without even blinking.
Yeah, pretty much. I love the giant bags of like peanut M&Ms, but it's real hard to not turn any size bag of peanut M&Ms into a single serving bag.
Yes.
Real Mulkey is subscribed. All right.
It's not chocolate, but I like Bimika.
Oh, Bamika's great.
Yeah.
That's right. I forgot you have Bamika.
Would you like some?
I would love a piece of Bamika. Thank you.
We got 2 days till Valentine's Day.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not ready yet. My mom's birthday's tomorrow, and I have a project that I'm working on tomorrow, too. So,
Right.
yeah, and then it's Valentine's Day. Brain's not there yet, but oh well. It's okay. Galentine's Day's at the end of the month, and that's more fun anyways.
Okay, please let me know what Galentine's Day is.
You haven't watched Parks and Rec, have you?
No.
Okay. Me and my girlfriends all get together, and we eat a ton of desserts and talk and hang out and have Galentine's Day.
Oh, so it's an ice cream day?
Ladies hang
Ladies.
out
Okay.
day. Gal in times. Day.
Oh, I thought you
Okay,
meant
okay.
gallon, as in...
Yeah, as
Like
in-
gallons of ice cream?
Yeah.
No, it's
First
more
thing I thought was
like
gallons of
chocolate cake and we've done waffles before.
Yeah, I'm like,
Okay.
why aren't guys have been divided? We eat gallons of food.
Oh,
Right? Well, actually, there was
okay.
a few guys on the invitation list, but all of them were like, but I don't want to be the only guy. But yeah. Anyways, Galentine's Day is a tradition that I've been doing for quite a few years, and it's always fun to just
Okay.
get together. And so the thing is, we do it the last Saturday of February when all the Valentine's Day stuff's on clearance.
Nice.
And then we pick out on chocolate.
I like that. I do. Yeah, I used to go to Walgreens. Used to go to Walgreens a lot. Immediately after Valentine's Day, immediately after Easter, because peanut M&Ms were on sale.
Yeah, because the pink ones are no longer cool after a certain date.
Right?
They don't, like, expire or anything. They just are pink now.
You're helping out corporations, clearing out their inventory that they need to get rid of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got a colored bar. What's going on?
The Real Malky.
Oh!
Thanks, Odin,
Hey.
for subscribing to him.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Right on. That's a super chat, right?
Yes.
Yes, right on. While it's not the only way I'm going to acknowledge you is to send me a super chat. the fact that anyone sends me a super chat, I should acknowledge them. So thank you very much, Real Mulkey, and you're welcome.
Yeah.
Ed Vexen says Gallons Day is after a breakup.
Is after a breakup?
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, not with us. We just get together. It's yeah.
I think it's gallons of ice cream
Yeah,
days after a
gallons, you know.
breakup.
There you go.
Sad, depressed, just eating.
Yeah.
Eating yourself.
Yes, like Friendsgiving. Yes.
Yes.
We used to do Friendsgiving like a breakfast theme thing.
Mm-hmm. I went to one of your Friendsgiving ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They kind of slowed down just because life got crazy, so I didn't do one for the last couple of years.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Plan on doing them again, but Valentine's Day, we haven't skipped those ones in a few years, so
those
don't
are
plan on
important.
skipping that one.
Okay, I won't skip that. I'll make sure I attend just as well as I've attended all the previous years.
Yes. I saw in the comments like a while ago, somebody was asking for tips for sewing with suede,
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
but I don't know where that comment is at this point. But sewing with suede is similar to sewing with leather.
right, because suede doesn't seal back up.
It's the inside of the leather. It's the not finished edge, so it's exactly the same as sewing with
Yeah.
leather. You don't want to get it wet. That's like the biggest thing because then you get permanent marks, which are no fun. But yeah, it's like sewing with leather. It's nothing extra tricky. I do, however, like fake suede a lot, like as a fabric to sew with.
Yeah, ultra suede and those?
Ultra suede or doe skin, we
Yeah.
used to call it. That stuff is amazing to work
Yes.
with and is very forgiving to sew with. Like extremely forgiving to sew with. So if you're gonna like first time sewers, it's not an intimidating fabric, even though it looks intimidating. But it also looks impressive when you're finished. But yes, suede is just pretty much like working with leather.
So we've got all four now sealed up with foam. It's going to take it time to dry. Not a lot of time. It'll only take a couple of hours or 3 hours, especially if you put it in front of a fan. But we're going to let it sit for 3 weeks. So
It will be plenty dry by the time we get back.
plenty dry.
Should we do a close-up so they can see what we did?
Yeah.
Let me smoosh this way and go to camera 4.
Camera 4 is not going to be that close.
I know,
Look,
but at least
they're
it
Tootsie
got
Rolls. We got camera 3, which my hand, right, will give you a reasonable. So here's Ryobi tools. Right, so, and then camera 2 is the one that would give you the super close up. So all we've been doing for the past little bit is taking the foam clay and applying it to the end with a couple of just drops of water. I'm just dropping water from a little dispenser bottle.
You probably can see our little puddles right here. We've been dipping our fingers in right
Yeah,
here.
that's
oh,
true.
It's just off the shot.
Just a couple drops.
Like
Where it goes back over here. There it goes. Drip, 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 drip.
just like a couple
We
drops.
got a leak in the shop.
and then you just dip your finger and then you
Yeah, that's
Smooth
all
it
you
out.
need to then wet the end, wet the clay, smooth it out, and as the water evaporates off the clay, it actually helps take the fingerprints off. It helps make it really kind of smooth. And one of the things I kept doing with my thumb, because it's a little more calloused, is smooth the edge to get it to be more feathered out, so we don't have to sand it. At least that's the hope.
Yeah. And we're going to be cutting out this part right here
Yeah.
because it's going to be on the PVC pipe.
Yep.
I just
so,
added a little.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
These are our forbidden candy bars.
Austin Lip says, "Happy birthday to your mom, Felicia." Thank you. I'll tell
Yeah.
her. You said so. She'll be like, "Who's that?" And I'll be like, "It doesn't matter. It's okay."
Doesn't matter. Hit cut. There. Now press 1. Hit cut again. There you go.
Control all the things.
Jerry Can Cosplay, that's enough dead space for one day. Good night, guys. I seriously appreciate all the love. You guys are the best.
Aw.
Sweet. Thank you. Thank you. Good night, Jerry. I'm glad you
good night.
enjoyed your chance to play your game.
Yeah, and congrats hitting your
Yeah, congrats on
triple digits.
triple digits. Hi. Yes, usually good treats come out of crinkling plastic, but not this time. These are not good treats.
I hid under your porch because I love you.
That's a great freaking movie. That is such a great freaking movie.
Yes. We are at time to start.
Oh, heck yeah, we are, huh? We're over. Right on.
Yeah, it's time for me to get going.
All right. I'm not paying attention to the time at all. Sorry, everyone. Yeah, wow, that went by.
Time flies when you're having fun, but we actually made progress.
We've made progress. We've got the skins put on the... Yes. So thank you, everyone, for hanging out with us while we made progress on the Neutrona wand. The project's behind us in boxes. We're going to be back in 3 weeks, because the next 2 weeks I'm not available. So there will be a stream in 3 weeks. Not sure if Felicia's going to make it or not. So please pop back in 3 weeks, and maybe Felicia will be here. Maybe she won't be here.
But I have been going live on my own channel, so if you want to see when I go live, just be subscribed, because it's completely random, and there's no schedule.
Don't forget to tell them which channel.
Oh yeah, Behind the Scenes Fashions.
Behind the Scenes Fashions. Look for the
YouTube.
yellow dot on YouTube.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate you, Odin.
No problem. Now, if you want to talk to any of us at any time, all of us are fairly active and are happy to talk back to you on my private Discord. Yeah, there's a bit of a paywall, but, you know, bills got to be paid. I got to keep the lights on somehow. So that's going to be patreon.com/Odin Makes. And you can get in at the Discord level and be able to talk to any three of us, possibly even Bruno, by joining over on Discord. And that would be really appreciated. The first 45 minutes or so of our live streams are usually set up specifically for the patrons. It's kind of a more private, one-on-one, easier to see the notes. Even though I know it's going to get shared publicly later, I feel like it's easier to talk about certain things because it's just my close friends. So if you would like, please do join and check that out. No pressure, don't have to. I appreciate everyone who tuned in and watched the live stream anyway.
Yes, it's just a great community, so if you want to come in, it's there.
Yes.
So.
And if you want to see more Dan, check out Dan Does Junk on YouTube, because he also live streams and does different costume and other junk builds.
Yes, and like Felicia, mine aren't scheduled as well. So
you have to be subscribed with that little bell to get notified when things happen.
So
all hail the algorithms.
All hail the algorithms.
Offered up the severed hand of approval to the algorithm gods of YouTube.
So I will be at StocktonCon in just 2 weeks, and in 3 weeks I'll be back here doing a live stream again. So thank you all very much. If you go to, see that, oh, that's views. You click, and then there's an end stream button.
Okay.
Yep. You click that button, and then you say yes.
all right.
Bye.